Ready. Oh, it started. Okay. We started. Just like that. Just like that. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Highly Motivated. I'm your host, Oraganji. And the show started. Just like that. It's not perfection. This show is never perfection. It is what it is, when it is, how it is, in whichever way. I say that because I start the show even when I'm not ready. I start the show before I have everything put together. I start the show just to get it started. That's what we should do in life. We should stop waiting, until things are perfect. We should stop waiting until we have all our ducks in a row. Sometimes, just start. That's it. That's the easiest thing. Jump right in. Don't hesitate. Hesitation holds us back. And then it brings on well, what if I did it here? What if I did this? Just start. Just do it. Just go. So this is Highly Motivated, a show that's not a show that's community. This is a different type of an event. This is everybody coming together just for a little talk, a little smoke, a little chit-chat, a little hangout, a digital smoke session. That's what we're doing here, a digital smoke sesh. I'm pretty excited. Today has been a very strange kind of day. Just to mention, right now, if you go outside and look up in the sky, there are 6 planets that are aligning with each other. 6 planets. And tonight is going to be one of the darkest nights. So it's the new moon. So it's going to be one of the darkest evenings on record. And tonight, you get to see the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. So this evening is going to be the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. We have planets aligning. Earlier today, there was a total lunar eclipse. And we got hit with a gravitational wave from a black hole that was discovered back in 2019. The conspiracy theorists out there said that we're going to get hit with this gravitational wave today, and we were going to lose our gravity for 7 seconds. So now keep in mind, all around the world, NASA and the US government and other governments around the world have gotten together, and they're testing the gravitational difference, the gravitational effect that we're getting from this gravity wave that came from a black hole in the middle of our galaxy, or in the middle of our universe. So we're middle of galaxy, no, universe. So today, there's so much going on. The alignment of planets, the meteor shower, the gravitational wave, the total lunar eclipse. That means something. And I've got to tell you, I felt weird. Like the gravitational wave hit us at 10:33 in the morning. 10:33 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. So that means as it came in, did I feel any different? Did we lose gravity? No. But I felt light on my feet. I felt funny in my head, if that's not an interesting way to put it. Do I believe that there was some weird pole shift no? I believe we did get hit with gravitational waves from a black hole. I believe it affected us maybe mentally, maybe physically in ways that maybe we just don't recognize. So that's what it is. That's what it could have been. But tonight, if you go outside, the peak of the Perseid meteor shower, from what I understand, it's 20 to 40 incredible shooting stars per hour. 20 to 40 shooting stars per hour. When's the last time you saw a shooting star? When's the last time? So tonight, a very dark night. Get outside after the show, during the show, whenever you want to go. As soon as it gets dark. But it's going to peak, I believe, between 12 o'clock at night and 2 o'clock in the morning. That's like the super peak. That's like 40, 50, 60 an hour. Boom, 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 boom. Very excited. So that's like 1 a minute. Well, welcome everybody once again to Highly Motivated. This is the community get-together. We have micro topics, or better known as What's on Oran's Brain. let's get sparkied. And let me kind of jump into our first what's on Orange Brain. What's the micro topic? What's the mood and the feel on a Wednesday session? A Wednesday session. Can you believe it's already Wednesday? I felt like the week is already gone. It's like been such a weird, busy week. And I just got home. I got home about 20 minutes ago. I've been pacing back and forth trying to get everything ready. But 20 minutes ago, I just got home. And it's been so hot today. Like it was muggy. It was thick. I almost felt like it was difficult to breathe out there today. Now, I've got some pre-rolls that I picked up from Goldflower. Goldflower Cannabis, a medical cannabis provider right here in the state of Florida, has incredible deals. 5 1-gram pre-rolls for $19. 5 1-gram pre-rolls for $19. Everybody welcome East Coast Visual Media, Major Nugs, Major Ganji, 2 highly motivated. We also have some flowers. So we got some pre-rolls to mess with tonight, but we also have not 1, but 2, but 3, and the brand new brand that just got released by Goldflower, Loud Key, not K. I mean, it's pronounced key. So like the Keys of Florida. So loud. So the keys are loud, baby. Loud Key. And what's in here is like, it's an orange. I think it's orange juice something. Orange juice Mac. Orange juice Mac. So this right here is Loud Key. We're going to open it together. I even got one over here that I already opened because I was impatient and I had to smoke a joint. This was the Blueberry Punch. It's an indica, but I needed a little mind muscle relaxing. And indica terpenes, the flavor, the profile, the aroma, that's really what decides how it's gonna shape you. So those aromas, again, are more mind muscle relaxing. But we're going to be jumping into some sativas tonight. Can't wait to open this one up. Loud Key. So this is Sunday Farms. Sunday Farms is Loud Key. And that is a Goldflower cannabis provider, grower. Kind of like, look, we got Doghouse Farms. We've got Heavyweight Heads, which is the full hydroponic offering to the state of Florida, the only one. And we've also got, what is the other one I've got here? Another Loud Key. So I've got 2 Loud Keys, and I think they're the same thing. Yeah, it's the Orange Juice Mac. Orange Juice Jones, Orange Juice Mac. The Mac of the party. Orange juice. So we're going to try that out. We've got some Loud Key, very excited. We have, what is this? Oh, more Heavyweight Heads that I opened up. Okay, we've got a lot of things to open up and get to today. So before I show you the flower, I think the one I'm going to spark up is the Orange Juice Mac. Let me just see which one this is. I'm just going to double check. I can't read anything. It's like so bright in here. Okay, wait. Orange Juice. Let me just a little extra light. So Orange Juice Joe. Orange Jew Jose. Orange Jew. So it's the Orange Juice Mac, I think. But this is from Loud Key, brand new brand that Goldflower Cannabis, a medical cannabis provider in the state of Florida, is just released. Brand new. Like, I think they just released them yesterday. So let's go ahead and I like the citrusy ones. It's got a nice smell. Okay. This is a 1-gram hand roll machine. But look how chunky that is. That is chunky. Look at that. Okay. I don't know what papers that Goldflower is using, but I like them. They don't make me cough. And the other papers that don't make me cough are actually these. The Futurola Tyson. Best papers on the market. I am and I'm not a fan of Tyson. I am because he's rebranded himself. He built himself back up from the bottom. And Futurola Tyson, the best. Listen, the best rolling papers, the future of rolling paper. It rolls itself almost. And it's like, I don't know if it's organic, but I know it's unbleached. It's hemp, no extra chemicals. Just a great smoke that doesn't bother my throat. And that's what you need these days. I mean, I pick up other papers, but they always make me cough. The only papers that don't make me cough are the Tyson. So I keep trying. I try it with other people's weed. Now, the weed will make me cough, but the papers won't. Gold flower, I don't cough. With gold flower cannabis, I really don't cough. For me, it's kind of like they dry it properly. They cure it properly. You can grow great weed. Let me just tell you that. You can grow amazing weed. But if you don't dry it properly and you don't cure it properly, it's going to turn into shit weed. And that's the truth of it. So you need a company that knows their bud. A company that comes out and is like, look, we grow it right, we dry it right, we cure it right. We bring the right strains to the medical public of Florida. I love Gold Flower. I love what they do. I love the people. I love the product. I love the growers. Heavyweight Heads, Octane, Ideal, Doghouse, Sunkissed. I mean, there's so many. And they all produce such interesting, original strains. Emerald Apricot has come back. There's Purple Milk, Divine Banana. Those are indicas. I'm not a big indica guy. I don't smoke. And indicas, look, indica, sativa, hybrid. Indica and sativa are really just plants. They don't decide or shape how you're going to feel when you smoke it. Indicas are short, stubby plants. And sativas are tall and lanky. And will foxtail with the buds sometimes. And your indicas get kind of icky sticky, a lot more sticky icky. You know, so I think the terpenes, the flavor, the smell, the taste, that's going to decipher how you feel that entourage effect. So this is the Orange Juice Mac. Let's Sparky. From Loud Key. I was corrected today. I kept saying Loud K because it's spelled C-A-Y. So I'm a simple person. I look at shit in simple ways. So I'm just doing a little pre-lighting so I'm not sucking in pure butane. Remember, this is butane that's coming out of here. So if you put this and you light it, you're sucking in that butane. So I do a little pre-lighting, kind of like Travi, SST. SST is a influencer, a cannabis influencer here in the state of Florida. Definitely check him out. He's out there. He does a morning smoke on Facebook. Okay. Oh, shit, that smells good. Oh, I like that. That's it. Oh, that's different. Ooh, it's orangey. It's like, it's got like, I mean, it's a lively orange. It's got like a, I don't know. Let me keep going. I'll keep smoking and I'll tell you in a second how I feel about it. You know, and while I'm doing that, let me open up one of the Orange Juice Mac and kind of show you Loud Key. It's the one I'm smoking now, but we're going to show you the bud unroll. Here we go. Very smooth. Well, that's a big ass nug. So this is Orange Juice Mac. That is delish. Isn't that a nice nug? That is delish right there. I'm loving this. I'm very excited. This looks very good. We're going to crack it. We're going to crack it and smell it. Orangey. Very orangey. I get the peel. I get like juice. It smells like the juice of orange juice. Oh, and lemon. I get lemon and lime. I'm getting like super, super lemon lime. And it's sticky. Oh, it's sticky. Oh, it's very nice. Oh, there's a little bit of funk. Right below that orange juice smell, it's like a funky. Not like a skunky funky, but more almost like a cheesy funk. But not quite cheesy. Because you get that lemon lime that kind of takes away the whole cheese of the situation. Before I crack it, check it out. And let me just see. And actually, just to show you in the container. So there's a little nug and a big nug. Well, let's just put that back in. All right, so we're going to crack it. You ready for a cracking? Let me put this down just for a moment. I don't want to put that down. It's so nice. It's like refreshing. It's a refreshing sativa. I haven't been smoking much, and that's just really nice. All right, here we go. Let's do the crack. Oh, that was a nice crack. Look at that. That's pretty. Okay, here we go. Let me just shove this in my nose. Oh, wow. Like orange peel, orange juice, pine, lemon, lime, grassy. But like lemon, lime, like a Sprite or a 7-Up. So orangey 7-Up. Orangey, piney 7-Up. Oh, that is nice. And in the background, there's like a funk. Not strong funk, but enough to let you know that this is going to be some serious shit. Sativas usually don't have the funky funk. They have the piney pine. You know, they can get kind of skunky, but not. Indicas really take that. But you got. That is yummy. If I get. Oh shit! I'm knocking things off. If I could get like a face mask, and I could just put weed inside my face mask, I think I'd be good all day. And it's sticky too. Look. Look. It sticks well. It sticks to the fingers, so you can see like you squeeze a little bit, and that's like it's sticky. I feel it on the fingers like the trichomes after touching it. That smells good. That smells good. That is nice. And in the smoke, darn it, I did put it down. It was my fault. I put it down. It was my fault. So just be prepared, everybody. We're going to be talking a little bit tonight about the crazy day. The crazy day. All these coincidences aligning together. Planet alignments. Tonight, the Perseid meteor shower. It's like we're traveling through a part of the universe or something. Planets aligned. Solar eclipse. Gravitational energy hitting us. Just so much happening. Once again, everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to not a show. Community getting together. People getting together. People just here to talk and release from the day. The day is crazy. People are driving like shit. People are talking to each other like shit. I don't feel the love. I don't feel the warmth of society. I really don't. I feel like people are like ready to bite each other's heads off. That's what it feels like to me. And the heat here in Florida is oppressive. It holds you back. It holds you down. You're not capable of pulling a full day in this crazy heat. I'm outside all day. I'm in and out of the car. So I'm in the AC. I'm out of the AC. I'm in the AC. Right. You guessed it. I'm out of the AC. And I'm walking inside of buildings that are super cold. So I'm getting all these crazy temperature fluctuations, which messes with a person. It messes with you. It does. And it just felt heavy, like just hard to breathe. Anyways, that's what I'm dealing with right now. I am feeling better, by the way. I'm not feeling totally there, just to be authentically honest. And I want to talk about authentically honest approach to life. And we'll discuss that in a moment. But I ever since the thunderclap and the issue from the goat, the fight with the goat and the goat won, and that thunderclap of a nerve issue that I got an MRI tomorrow. So I'm going to find out what's going on. And then I can get back on with my life and work. Somebody asked me to like, what kind of hobbies do you like? What do you enjoy doing? Working. I enjoy working. I know it makes for a very dull individual. I used to be a DJ, and as a DJ, that was work, and I enjoyed working. I loved my job. I loved what I did. I love music and I love people. And so working wasn't work. It was what I do for fun. So now I love what I do. I love my job. I love Goldflower. It doesn't feel like work, even though it's every single day, even though it's thousands of miles a week. I love what I do. Now, personal hobbies, the show. The show is my hobby, my big hobby, my one, and gardening. I never would have said gardening 5 years ago, 6 years. No, that's not true because I've been doing the garden for like 7 years. I've been working on it. No, that's not true. The last 5, 6 years, we've really put a lot of attention into the garden, me and Angie. Angie has done great work on the garden. Let me tell you, she's done most of it. I'm just keeping it alive and I'm adding to it. So she's going to come back and see all these extra plants, all this extra shit I've thrown in. She'll be like, I didn't want that there. I'm like, well, you can dig it up. No, she has a great eye for design and garden. And I'm just trying to stay within her color patterns. But again, I would have never said, hey, gardening is something I really want to do. No, I love it. I freaking love it. It's become like I quickly get home and the first thing I did is water everything because everything looked so dry because it was so hot today. Unbelievably hot. Just not normal. I was talking to one of the vendors I deal with, one of the doctor's offices, and they mentioned, like, it just feels hot. Like, everybody says this every day, but they're like, it just feels hotter and hotter and hotter. And I'll tell you, I'm 31, not me, I'm 51. But this person was like, I'm 31, and I don't remember it ever being so hot. And this is a doctor that's from overseas. Originally, he's from India. And so he's like, in India, it's hot. He goes, in India, it's so hot, it'll burn clothing off of you. But it's not humid. And Florida is like 1,000% humidity and hot like it is in India. So I'm like, really? I never thought of that. But then I started thinking of all the places I've lived, and it's gotten hot, but not with this humidity. This humidity is a treat all its own. Did I let it go out? I think I let it go out. It's a nice sativa. And again, to keep it easy for people, we'll call it indica, we'll call it sativa. Sativa is going to be more your head high, your energy high. And the indica is more your relaxed high. And the reason the sativa for me is an energy high, sativas or cannabis with terpenes like limonene, citroene, alpha-pinene as dominant terpenes, we'll call them a sativa. And for me, that quells my nerve pain and my bone pain because I'm a mess. I don't think I don't think I've really talked about it much. Back in 1994, I was hit by a drunk driver. It changed my entire life. At the time, I was playing for the Houston Hotshots, amateur, pro. I wasn't really that good. Blessings all around. No. But I was hit by a drunk driver, and it severely impaired me, and at an early age gave me symptoms of like fibromyalgia or neuropathy, numbness, that actually felt like it was spreading. And cannabis has opened those nerve channels up again. I still numb in certain places, but I feel in places I didn't feel for a long time. I feel tingling where I felt nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean you could cut the outside of my skin. I won't feel it. If you punch it really hard, I'll feel the bone. I'll feel it hit the muscle. Maybe. I mean, you've got to hit me pretty hard. And so but now, because of sativas, high in THCV, the extended hydrocarbon. It's amazing. It's amazing because you're going to find it in only sativas. You're going to find it in Durban, a strain called Durban, double Durban, Durban poison. Also Thai sativa strains or Thai sativa mixes, hybrids. So that's where you're going to find it. It's the extended hydrocarbon, THCV, as in Victor. It helps regulate the insulin levels of the body. You know, it directly attacks the nerve pain sectors, the bone pain sectors, and takes it away entirely. Entirely. Cannabis, look, I get surprised by what cannabis is capable of doing. Even I get shocked that cannabis is capable of so much. So much. The other day when I had the thunderclap in the head, and I couldn't get pain meds for like a day or two, rosin, this stuff in the syringe, the rosin batter, which we might smoke that actually tonight. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, you could smoke it. You can use it edibly. It's a really beautiful full spectrum product. And I do just a little dab on the finger and I rub it on my gums. This was a lifesaver. Within 20 minutes, it took all my pain, my back pain, my neck pain, my head pain, the headache, all of it. Like 20 minutes and it was like all gone. And I was in so much pain and I couldn't move my neck. And every time I did, I'd feel or hear a crack. And I'm like, I did a little itsy bitsy on the finger, like tiny, maybe 15 milligrams. 20 minutes and I was like, holy shit, I feel great. And I did. The only problem for me, that was the Monday. The only problem for me is then I was like, oh, it's starting to wear off. Let's do another one. And then it's wearing off. Let's do another. And then before I knew it, I think I did like 5 or 6 of those little dabble-douyas. And 5 or 6 of the little dabble-douyas will really do ya. And it did me. And so when I went to sleep, I was fine. I was able to go to sleep. But I woke up. I had to go to the bathroom. And as I got up, I was like, oh, shit. It's like I was on a boat. Like I got out of bed and I'm just like, so it was insane. And so I went to the bathroom, I came back to bed, and I couldn't go to sleep. And then I didn't go to sleep all night long. I was all night. So it really affects you. And it really, but if I had taken a little less, I think I would have been fine. And not do it so close to going to bed. Because going to bed, I did the concentrate. And so when I did it, it didn't really process in my system, or it processed very slowly. So it assimilated very slowly into the body. So when I got up, I was like, all at once, and the blood started to rush, and it was like, wow! And I was like, oh! Yeah. And now, pain pills don't necessarily do that to me. But pain pills make me stupid. That's what I noticed. I noticed that the pain pills just created, like a numbskull. I couldn't think. With the rosin, I could still think. I can still think. I was a little slower, but not much. And I was totally out of pain. With the pain pills, I wasn't totally out of pain. I wasn't. I still had a bit of a headache. And I still felt, I felt nauseous because of the pain pill. But the cannabis never made me nauseous. So you look at the comparisons between natural, like using rosin. I consider using rosin natural. You're right, East Coast, he's right. Rosin is great. Using rosin as opposed to using a pharmaceutical 800 milligram ibuprofen or a muscle relaxer, and how are these things affecting your liver? How are these things affecting your body? These are chemicals that they've conjured from God only knows what. Do you know what's inside of an ibuprofen? Or a muscle relaxer, or an Oxycontin, or Dilaudid? Is that what they call it? Dilaudid? They like to use that shit a lot. They kept injecting me with that in the emergency room. They're like, here, have another. I'm like, oh. They gave me an MRI and they put me, not MRI, a CT scan, and they put me in the machine. They're like, hey, we're going to inject you with this. It's going to be warm. And I'm like, okay. So they injected this into my body, and my body felt like I had to pee. And it was hot. It was like hot running through my body. So obviously this is a chemical that should not be in my body. I'm spitting all over the place right now. But that's it. That's the truth of it. I would rather cannabis than all these foreign chemicals, compounds, minerals, additives, poison. Like, for example, that Wegovy shot, the whatever it is that people are taking monthly to lose weight. Do you know that's snake venom? That's why it's fucking people up. Because they're poisoning their system. Snake venom. I'm just throwing that out there to you so you know. The medications we're taking they're not necessarily good for us. Look, I've heard a lot of these medications that people take. I keep calling it the Wegovy, but there's others. But they're all basically made out of the same type of material. The GLP, any of the GLPs. So you are losing bone density, and it's like eating away your bone marrow. That's why people's teeth, they're starting to have problems. They're having bone deteriorative issues and diseases. These are the effects of snake poison. I'm not trying. Look, I know, and look, I struggled with my weight my entire life. My younger life was a massive struggle. I was heavy. I wasn't. I was heavy. I wasn't. I was never overly heavy because I think I hold it well. The older I get, I don't give a shit. Now I'm just like, it is what it is. Sometimes there's a little extra cushion, and that's good. That way I don't have to keep a 6-pack or a 2-pack or even a 1-pack. I think I have a 1-pack. I've got 1 pack over here. I've got like a keg. That's what I've got. I've got the 1-pack keg. But the older I'm getting, look, like me as I am. I'm not fit like I used to be when I was younger. I looked good at one point. I had gotten out of the heavy stage and into a working out stage, and I did that for years. And then after the drunk driver hit me, I kind of slowed down for a couple of years because I had to really get back into learning how to walk properly. Things were bad. It was bad. And keep in mind, back then, I got hooked on opioids. I got hooked on pharmaceutical pain medication. I was taking some crazy shit. And who says what that's done to my system? And so that's why really it's been years since I've had any pharmaceutical type shit. By the way, just want to let you know I'm drinking coconut Dr. Pepper. Yes, it's a soda. I'm cheating. I'm having a soda. But it's been a hard week, both mentally and physically. So mentally and physically, I'm having a hard week. Gavin! Welcome to the show. I was just opening up to everybody, letting them know I'm having a hard week, so I'm drinking a soda. So I'm not judging myself. It's like if you're trying to lose weight and you're on a program, or you're on a cycle of doing things, and then maybe you cheat and have a hamburger. Well, don't be hard on yourself. Hamburgers are fucking tasty. Don't be hard on yourself, because something, if you're hard on yourself, then you might just give up on your diet entirely. If you're hard on yourself, you're creating a bigger issue. Sometimes we what's it called? We cheat a little bit on our diet, on our system of doing something. I think just don't be hard on yourself and just pick it right back up the next day. like the other day, I had ice cream because on the show we decided, right, that ice cream calories don't count. They do. They do. 100%. 100%. I know, because my ass is telling me, because it's getting bigger. It's just going, hey, they count. Ha! No, I think, but I'm not hard on myself. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I knew I was going to eat the ice cream, but now there's no more ice cream. Now all the ice cream is gone because I've eaten all of it. All of it. I'm like ridiculous 3 nights in a row. And now that there's no more ice cream, guess what? I can't have any more. I can't have any more. By the way, today I went and had a Subway. I never get Subway because I don't trust whatever their stuff is. but I'm hungry, and I'd rather eat a Subway than a burger. Even though you're right, East Coast burgers are great protein,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they are with if you don't eat the bun. So, and I try not to eat the bread,
Wait,
but
you do
bread's so
like a
tasty. What's
lettuce
that?
wrap. Do like a lettuce wrap or lettuce bun.
No lettuce. I'm not eating lettuce right now.
Mm. Okay.
Lettuce is the crazy shit. Lettuce is the disease going around that people are catching
Well,
that's making them shit until they pass out. Shit until they
certain
lose
brand,
weight.
it's a certain grower. I don't
Yeah,
know
but I don't know
though.
who anybody's buying from, you know what I'm saying? And instead, I'd rather just do spinach.
You're right.
I think now
I
spinach
love
is more
spinach.
important. I love spinach. It's got so many more nutrients. Lettuce has nothing. There's no nutrients in lettuce. You're just eating a leafy green to eat a leafy green to fill some shit up. No, if you're going to do that, do spinach. Spinach contains so many vitamins. Spinach is so incredible.
You like what do you like better, like cooked or raw?
Well, both. So if I'm doing it like on a Subway sandwich, I want it raw with
Right.
raw, you know, purple onions and pepperoncinis and jalapenos and a creamy garlic sauce.
Black olives too.
Black olives are lovely, but like on an Italian,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying? Like this. So I had a Subway today, and I only ate half of the sandwich, and I feel like shit because I ate all the bread. Like I ate the bread, like instead of just eating the inside out, I ate the bread with it too. I ate the outside out too. And I thought it was great, but here's what's funny. I don't feel satisfied. I don't feel full. You know, I don't feel like that half, even though it's a whole half a sandwich, and that's all you need to fill you. Not the whole foot long, even though I got the foot long. I got the other half of it. Actually, I ate a short half. It wasn't even a full half. So the other half is a larger half.
Yeah,
But in that, I didn't feel like that was real food. Is that, I mean, it tasted okay with all that combination of different things that I put together.
I like Publix a lot better. I don't go to Subway to get the
Oh,
stuff.
a pub sub?
Yeah, pub subs. But like when I went to work, I mean pub subs are huge as fuck. They make them huge.
They make them big. And you're right. And pub
like every
subs are
time-
great. They really are. I mean, but don't get the boar's head.
No, I don't like boar's head.
Neither do I. And
But,
it's such an expensive meat, and it's got all these preservatives. It's
Right.
got so much crap on it. And that's one of the reasons I don't like processed meat. I don't like lunch meat. So at Subway, I didn't get any of their lunch meat stuff. I got the rotisserie chicken. But it comes to them the same way the lunch meat does. It's not like they're gonna do it. They're doing a rotisserie over there. They're doing no rotisserie.
Yeah.
That's already a processed looking rotisserie type of meat.
Yeah, I always get the buffalo chicken sub from Publix.
From the pub sub from Publix.
And then I always got it for lunch. Always for when I went to work, because I'd eat half of it for lunch and bring half of it to my girl for dinner or something, or
That's very sweet of you.
just to have dinner when I
That's
get
sweet.
home.
It's a nice thing. Say hi to Rachel for us. Send big positivity and
Yeah, she has a headache right now. She's sleeping.
no, just we'll highly motivate her later. You know, from us, just kind of like, you know, maybe wake her up at the right time. Be like, hey, everybody on the show. One sending you back just out of the blue. She's like, what the fuck? But tonight, everybody, look, I get into these mental places because when I drive, I don't have the radio on. So I'm almost meditating as I'm driving. And I swear today, I just felt off. I felt weird. I felt strange. I felt antsy. I felt jittery. I don't know what the hell's going on. Or is it the planet alignment? Is it the solar eclipse? Is it the gravitational waves from the black hole? Your camera got all excited. It was like, shit, I don't know. It could be any one of those things.
It's getting better.
Everybody, this is Gavin's action sequence. His camera positionings, he makes sure that, you know, you're in the action. It's very exciting stuff. And so you got anything exciting going on, Gavin? You got big things happening? Tell us. Tell us everything.
Well, I just got my car back on the road. I got my license back. Got my registration on my car. Trying to
Now, did they
start up
take
my
away your
business.
license originally because you were trying to put a gator in the car?
No. I got a ticket. I didn't pay my ticket.
No. Something simple. He's like the epitome of Florida man. And Gavin's over here on the weekends, night fishing, wrestling gators, and yep.
I'm going night fishing next weekend. So
See, I'm talking the truth, y'all. But Gavin's a lot of fun. He's look. I don't see him. He's a very young version of the Florida man. And by the way, you got the Florida man games coming up soon.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I did see that.
So they have an Olympics down here called the Florida Man Games. It should be Florida person. Yeah, it should be called the Florida person, but it's Florida Man, but it's male, female. I wanted to show you something. The heavyweight heads. Check this shit out. Crazy. This is the Blueberry Muffin, which is Ludacris's song, Blueberry Yum Yum. And Blueberry Muffin, that's what made the song famous because that's the stuff. Just super fire. And this is the one that I broke open when I got home. I was just in a mood. And this nug is what stood out to me. And it was just, look how beautiful, how solid, what a crazy chunk. And look, you see the purples in there?
Oh, yeah, that looks so nice.
Look at that. I mean, hand-trimmed hydroponics. This is what a hydroponic bud looks like, people. Look at this chunker. This funky chunker. This is the way to do it. Look, I'm just like... And this is Blueberry Muffin, and this is Gold Flower Cannabis, a medical cannabis provider in the state of Florida. I'm telling you, their deals right now are just incredible. You get like 3 grams of rosin for like $70, 60, 70, 67. They've got deals on their edibles. They have distillate vapes, full rosin vapes. Oh God.
Those
Blueberry Muffin. I don't do indicas much, but this is an indica that I love. What's that?
Those rosin vapes, those half grammers, that are like $26 right now.
That's nothing.
So good.
That's so cheap, and that's rosin, people, not a distillate with fake terpenes added, but a rosin with natural cannabinoid terpenes.
So fucking good. My brother had a Moroccan peaches earlier, and it was so fucking good.
Love it. The batter and the flour I've now had, and I love them both. And I've had the distillate. Actually, I think this might be Moroccan. No, maybe it's not. What is it? It's an older one. Gas Leak. This is Gas Leak. That hasn't been out in a little while.
They don't sell that anymore.
No. I saved the really good ones. So I'll taste it. I'll taste all of them, and I can tell how clean, how pure, how beautiful it's going to be by just tasting it. And Gas Leak is one that was like, holy, delicious.
Right now, I'm smoking on Biscotti and OZ.
Ooh, I picked that up as well. I've got a couple others over there. I've got so many over here, it's ridiculous. I went like 2 days in a row. I went to the Gold Flower and picked up more. So I went on Tuesday. I went today. Yes. I'm like, the week is crazy. The day is crazy. And I'm just like, I went. So I went Tuesday and I went today, Wednesday.
Tomorrow, so.
And I've got and I picked up like a half ounce each day. So I've got an ounce sitting here, all 8 different varieties, pretty much. Except for I got 2 of the Orange Juice Mac, which is by Loud Key, only because they're brand new. And whenever they release a strain brand new from a brand new grower, you know it's always going to be the absolute best thing. Like, they're not screwing around. That one, they really took time. They probably trimmed it a little bit nicer, you know? They cured it a little bit longer. They dried it just a little bit better. A little bit more, a little bit more. And that's what they did. So that's why anything on a first release, I pick it up. Some people are like, oh, it's not going to be the best. It's not dialed in. Oh, no, no. It's going to be about as dialed in as it's going to be for the next month or two.
Right.
That's why when you see a strain release from Goldflower, you start paying attention. You know, is it raining? It's raining.
That's crazy.
I hear the rain. Here comes the rain again. Falling on my head like a memory. Falling on my head like a new emotion. Yeah, some Eurythmics. Love Eurythmics. Haven't heard them in a while. You know, there's so many songs. It's like the old songs just get forgotten about. Nobody listens to Depeche Mode anymore. Some Duran Duran. Hungry like the wolf. Anyways. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Listen. Okay. There is something I want to read. I did sort of prepare something that I guess sometimes the best way for me to bring a micro topic to light and to start talking about it is through spoken word, is through poetry. And poetry is emotion. It doesn't have to rhyme to be poetry. Look at haikus. Japanese haiku, it doesn't necessarily rhyme, but it's powerful. And the words, every word means something. And you got to read between the lines. That's what it's all about. There are words and meaning and things that we just don't pay enough attention to anymore. Really quickly, I'm going to, shit, careful. Okay. Just gonna put that one right there. Maybe I'll smoke that in a moment. Okay. Now that was the Orange Juice Mac, or whatever it was called. Again, loud key, brand new grower, brand new. So I was listening to the Insta Cha-Chas and I heard something. You know, I heard, you know, there was one of these, you know how they get these people and they're like, okay, hey, do you know who you really are? Da, 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 da. And I started thinking about it. And with the things they brought up, they're like, look, at birth, you're assigned your gender. Well, no, I'm male because I was born that way. But you are assigned your identity. Like, you know, you're assigned your religion. You're assigned a social security number where you already owe the establishment, the organized civilization. And so, oh, it's dirty. Ooh, look how dirty. Look at that dirtiness. All right, let's clean it. Now, the best way to clean it, I go ahead and boom, boom, 1, 2. It's on. I close the lid. Okay. And I'm going to let it heat up. And as soon as it buzzes, by the way, this is my Puffco proxy. The proxy, I think, is genius. This is the old one. This is the original version. There's a version 2 that's very nice. It's got a little thingy on the top that you can, you know, you could kind of do a little what's it. And is Gavin coming in? Is he? Gavin, you here? There you are. Welcome to the show.
My bad. I was looking at Goldflower.
What's that? Okay. Again, Gavin with his very exciting cinematics. He's there. He's not there. We're not even sure anymore. But it's all okay. It's all okay. Okay. Or not there at all. So, okay, it's heated up. Now I open this up. You'll see it smokes a little bit. I take a Q-tip. Now, they're not paying me anything to promote this device. I promote it because it's the best damn concentrate device I feel like on the market. So I take the Q-tip and I just do this. That's it. I make sure I get around the edges and a little bit right there, like on the top. Just clean off the top maybe a little bit. And then I take the other side and I go through it again. You know, maybe I... Okay, now it's clean. Now it's clean, and I can load it with some of the syringe, the rosin, or some batter, or some shatter, or some a lot of different things. Oh,
Sorry.
hello there. No.
Every time I went to go try to put an order in gold flour, it kicked me out.
Oh.
Because they'd use my fake face recognition for AeroPay or whatever.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you'd actually log out, because that's probably because you're still connected. And so log out, do it, and then come back.
Oh, I already did it.
Oh, you already did it? You did it?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
There's
So
no
he
order.
just put an order in the gold flour. And what time is it? 8:51. They're still open, by the way. Gold Flower Cannabis, medical cannabis provider, state of Florida, only organic, hand-trimmed living soil, and only real hydroponic farms here in Florida. Beautiful. They do shit right, and they bring it to you for a right price. Like, their prices are good. They're decent. And they have 15 locations. Orange Park is number 15, and that's exciting. So Orange Park just opened up, 15 locations all over the state of Florida. Okay, what was I talking about? I don't know now. I don't know. Something about gold flower. The best pre-rolls anywhere. But no, it was something else. I was just, nope. It's gone. It's like, don't even think about it. It's gone. It's gone. Let it leave your brain. It left mine.
I just put an order in for Divine Banana.
I sniffed that one. So today, I shoved my nose in that one. The Divine Banana, an amazing indica. Amazing. High terps.
Good.
I think the terps were almost 3%. The percentage was like almost 30%.
Yeah.
THC, almost 3% on your terpene profile. It was funky. Like, I mean, I sat there and I held it. I was just like,
and it's only $24.
So cheap. Only $24 for an eighth, which is very good price here in Florida. Mm-hmm. And what's great about Gold Flower is they have a smell bar. So you go in, you smell what you want before you buy it. Because your nose knows best. It knows better than anything else in the world. It knows what strain that your body needs. I saw a post today, on Facebook, and it was like, what's the best strain ever? I'm like, it changes. Because I used to love Blue Dream. I used to love Pineapple Express. I used to love some Colombian Gold or some Panama Red. I used to love Durban. I still love Durban. I still love my Durban Poison. I still love Mount Hood Magic. I love these, and these are all amazing strains. But there's so many different ones. It's because what's the perfect strain is one that's perfect for right now. Perfect in my pipe. Perfect in my roll. Perfect in my bowl. Ooh, that rhymes. We're rhyming now, people. We are rhyming. I've been writing some rhymes lately, and you don't have to hear them. You probably will without choice, because I'm going to just do them later.
That's
but
okay.
I got some shit I'm working on. I don't really have a beat yet because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, I got a question, Norn.
Yeah.
Your wife's family lives in the Appalachians, right?
Part of it, yeah.
Part of it.
So her mother's side lives in the Appalachian, but her mom recently passed. So the husband still lives out in the Appalachian, on the Appalachian Trail, pretty much.
Sorry for that. Sorry for the loss.
No. Well, it happens. But she's in the shadow.
Oh yeah. You were talking.
She is the cat. I mean, it's pretty evident. I'm convinced.
I was watching a YouTube video, and no, I really don't watch these people. I only watch them because this Conjuring series that they made. Sam and Colby.
Who?
Sam and Colby. Now they're just paranormal investigators. Yeah.
Okay, I don't watch influencers, which is kind of funny. I don't learn from other people. I make all my own mistakes. Thank you.
I only watch the Conjuring series, and they just came out with the Appalachian Mountain series. So I was watching that, and
there is some crazy stuff going on there. Now y'all are gonna notice I'm putting a little bit in. Oh, look at that! Oh my God, it's so lovely. Wait, I gotta push back on the syringe because I don't want to waste any. Okay. How much did I get in there? Not very much, actually. Let me put a little bit more. So I'm using the syringe in my Puffco proxy. And that right there is a big deal. That's how clean this stuff is. You can't do that with RSO or FECO FICO. You cannot do that with RSO. Do not put RSO into your proxy. Do not smoke your RSO. That's the biggest difference between rosin and RSO. Well, no, there's even bigger differences. I mean, rosin is a very pure, it's a cold press, pretty much. So cold press, almost slightly acidic, or acidic cannabinoid structure still. Um, Rosin is a full spectrum product that can still be smoked, like doing a dab or as a concentrate. So let me show you how much I ended up putting in there. Can you see that? So I put like a little squirt, a little squirt. You know, I just looked at it. I just coated the bottom of it, and that is this that I just put in there. Puffco Proxy, again, I don't get paid by them, but it's so easy to clean, so easy to use. That's it. That's what I like. And these are much more cost effective than getting, I think, a Puffco Peak. Or is the Peak, the Peak. This is the Proxy. No, wait, yeah. Why is my brain not working? Or it's working, I just don't know. I think I'm just excited, but I haven't done. So I hope I don't cough too much from this. I'm going to be careful and be really gentle while doing it. So there's a little button here. You go 1, 2. All right, it buzzed. Now I'm going to wait for it to buzz again. You see, green means low temperature. I probably really need to clean this. I'm afraid to lift up the inner bowl and show you how much reclaim, and you don't want to reclaim it, but how much gunkety gunky is actually in there. I'm afraid to look. I'm afraid. And I cleaned it not too long ago. Okay, I'm waiting for the buzz. Here we go. We got the buzz. I'm excited. This is gas leak. Wow. That flavor hits you like just goes. You see how I'm sipping it? You don't have to hit it hard. And you don't have to hold it in a long time.
Was at the lowest temp too, right?
Lowest temp, and just inhale, exhale. So a lot of people, heavy concentrates make them cough.
Oh, mostly because they keep that shit high temp. They want the smoke.
I'm getting smoke.
Well,
it just turned off.
A lot of people think the more heat, the more smoke.
Well, they don't realize though, the more heat, you're destroying those base cannabinoids that start to burn off almost at 250 degrees.
And I used to be like that. I mean, like when I wasn't educated, I used to burn my shit like that.
What is that?
But I burn it where it's low enough where I can just get the flavor.
That's what I do. So I did it very low temperature, as you saw.
Like
the only reason I coughed is because I'm sucking up any stale smoke that was just in there. That was my fault. But if it wasn't for that, there was like no cough. Puffco Proxy. And I can't smoke the oil again. It's too dark. And that's the difference. So if you're doing a batter, sometimes you could smoke it a second time to finish off what's in the bowl. Okay? When you're doing a syringe, you really can't because of this. Look how dark that is now.
Ew.
Right. It just kind of burned right through it. And even at a low temperature, but look how nice you can just take a Q-tip, regular Q-tip. You can get a bunch of them at the dollar store. They got good deals. But you want to get like the name brand Q-tip because they tend to stay like together better than like the off brands.
Yeah.
But look, that's it. Clean once again and ready for a fresh bowl. That's why I love this. Ease of use, people. You can go with a cheaper device, but then if you break it and then you break it and you break it and you break it, then you've already paid for this. I mean, you break it 3-4 times or you get 3-4 different devices, you can just get one device. So, also I do promote the venti, which the venti I think is genius for dry flower vaporization. This is the venti by Stores and Bickle. They make also the Crafty and the VZ, and a number of other type of devices that are all like the Volcano, but they're all for dry herb vaporization. And the way that the German engineering has put this together, again, they don't pay me. It's a good device. I've tried everybody's devices, and they just don't do it for me. They don't do it. So, anyways, venti, amazing for dry herb, and then your concentrates, the Puffco Proxy. Okay, so obviously that, look, I'm getting hit with sativas tonight. I am like, and I'm going to do this spoken word before I forget about it. So here we go. Let me get all serious. I'm gonna get all serious. Here we go. Let's kind of get in the mood. Okay. Now, this is something that I kind of talk about a lot. When I say that, I mean, it's a reoccurring topic, but I say it in different ways to try to reach everybody in the way that they need to be reached, the way that they need to hear it so that they're more awakened to the reality around us. And meantime, I'm also going to pick up another smoky smoke and get these things started. Just to let you know, look at this. This is a Lion's Order right here. It's Lion Order. Lion Order, boom, 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 Gold Flower Cannabis, another incredible house of grow. And this one of my smoking, this one is King Clementine. Citrusy. I'm in a citrus mood. Citrusy is citroën, it's limonene, definitely very sativa, vasodilators, opening up the blood vessels, gets things moving in the body, and more of your energy type of high. That's going to be, I also have a limonada, and the limonada is fantastico. But we're going to do this one because that's what's happening. Okay. Maybe you'll really understand where I'm trying to get to when I say this. Who were you before they told you who you are? And this is huge. The way, the way I say it, maybe sometimes, and the way I word it together, maybe it doesn't necessarily come out right. But who were you before they told you this is who you are? Before you got a social security number? Before that your gender was already revealed to you, saying this is exactly how you have to learn. You learn as a boy or you learn as a girl. And I think, and then you were given a religion. So before you ever spoke a word, somebody spoke for you. And maybe that's really what I'm getting at. Before you knew what a name was, you had one. You had a first name, a middle name, a last name. You had numbers on a piece of paper, a date, a place. All boxes were checked. Welcome to the world. Here's your identity. And before you could even ask, who am I? The world had already started answering that question for you. The world said, this is your family. This is where you're from. This is what you believe. This is your version of God. This is our country. This is our history. These are the rules. These are the rules. This, whatever this might be that they're going to show you is normal. This, what they show you, is success. This is what a man does. This is what a woman does. This is what a good person does. Go to school. Get the grades. Get the job. Pay your bills. Buy the house. Work your life away, maintaining the life that you were told you were supposed to want. Maybe that's an important line. Work your life away just to maintain the life you were told you were supposed to want. But is it what you want? Is it who you are? Is it? And somewhere kind of in all that noise, you happened. The real you. Not the name, not the number, not the job title, not Republican, not Democrat, not Christian, atheist, Jewish, Muslim, rich, poor, successful, failure, you're strange, you're normal, the educated, uneducated. I mean, it's just strip all that shit away. Strip all of it away. Who's underneath? That's what this show has aimed to answer for myself and for anybody else that joins in on this journey of who the fuck are we? Who are we? Who's underneath all of it? Because that's the question nobody really asks us. They ask really, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? I remember that question. What do you want to be when you grow up? There's so many choices. Why do I have to just choose? I could be a fireman. I could be a spaceman. I could be in the army. I could be like a major general type of thing. I can cook. I can do so many different things. I'd like to work on a farm. I'd like to do everything. Sir, I want to do everything. I'm sorry, that's not an answer. That's not an answer. That's what I was always told. I was always told whenever I was asked, what do you want to do when you grow up? Everything? I want to be everybody. And they're like, no, you can't. I was always told, no, you can't. Oh, yes, I did. And yes, I can. I've been everybody. My life has been, I've been a pauper. I've been poor. I've made a little bit of money and then I went back being poor. I couldn't hold on to it. But I don't care for it. It's not something that's an achievement for me to be able to hold on to. You know, I've had every feasible job that you can ever think about to find what made me happy, to find what made me sing. Life is hard. Life comes with so many options, right? So I wanted to do every single option. And I was always told no. And I think maybe that's why I've tried harder. Look, I'm a Sagittarius, and my sign rings true for who I am. You say no, I'm going to do it in spite. And I'm going to be really good at it. Because Sagittariuses are just really good at like a lot of things. And so that, I think, has really just got me thinking. Maybe the better question is, you know, who were you before the world told you what to become? And that for me was the big deal. Organized civilization. We are in civilization that's been shaped so that we are born and we die in a closed system. So the better question, not what I want to be when I grow up, but who were you? You know, who were you before the world started to tell you what to become? Even though they started to do it at birth. So just think about how deep that goes. You inherited a language that you didn't invent. You were given a language to speak as your regular language every day. Instead I could have been given French, you know? Mais oui, who are you? I could have a weird accent. I know there's French people watching and they're like, you are a son of a bitch. But you were given a language, right? You were given a culture that you didn't design. Borders you did not draw. Money that you didn't create. It was already created. All of it. All of that was already created for you. You were given a calendar that you didn't choose. You were given months already pre-designed, pre-prepared. You were given a sign from the stars that tells you all about your attitude, all about who you are, the choices you make, the colors you like, the numbers that you you see or whatever. All of that was planned. You were given a history written, a written history before you ever arrived. Beliefs handed down from people who had beliefs handed down from people who had beliefs handed down from people. Holy shit. And eventually somebody calls it truth. Do we even know what it is anymore? History has been rewritten many times. The winner rewrites the history. The winner of a battle chooses how history will be written and how you will see it. But is that how it was? Not necessarily. Eventually somebody calls it truth. Isn't that some shit? Now, maybe some of it's truth. Maybe some of it is tradition, ancient, almost like we talk of the gods like Zeus and Hera. Maybe some of it's wisdom. And maybe some of it is simply, we've always done it this way. I think I hate that saying, well, we've always done it this way. So is that the way it's always going to be done? We've always done it this way. Such a silly way of thinking, without innovation, without change. And that's really not good enough for me anymore. That's not good enough for you. That shouldn't be good enough for any of you. Because, look, I don't want to spend this entire fucking life defending an identity I never consciously chose. When I say I don't know who I am, I didn't choose my identity. I'm not going to defend who I've become from what they've created. And now as I try to break out of that box to learn what authentically makes me happy and smile and good and just how I see the world translated through my hallucination of eyes or brain or together the two. I want to know what's mine. What do I believe? What do I believe? Not when anybody else like where I go to a temple or church or a mosque. What do I believe? So I speak about this on the show very often, the things that I really feel life is. I mean, I really feel that we are energy. And energy cannot be created, nor can it be destroyed, but it can change form. It could change your being. Your soul becomes many different things. Kind of like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I want to be everything. Well, maybe in life, in our cycle of life, we get to be everything. Wouldn't that be a wild trip around the sun? For me, it's like, what do I love? What do I love? What would I chase? What would I pursue? What would I chase? I don't know. What would I chase if nobody encouraged me along, or if nobody applauded my achievements? If there was nobody there to applaud my achievement, what would I go after? Who would I be? If there were no likes, no followers, no paycheck, no status, no audience, who am I? Who am I when I'm sitting alone? When I'm sitting in silence? It's just me. There's nobody to impress. There's nobody to show off for or talk to or whatever. Just me. That's the person I want to figure out. That's where I want to meet myself. Because maybe the awakening that I keep speaking of isn't becoming somebody new. All right? It's removing the expectations, removing the programming, removing the fear of disappointing people, removing the need to fit inside the box. The box drives me crazy. People work in office buildings and cubicles. It's a fucking box. In offices, it's a box. They drive a car. It's a box. It's a box. It's a box. It's a box. There's so many boxes. Open the fucking box. Get out of it. See life. Walk again. Sing. Be part of the energy. You are your house. It's a box. The coffin that they bury you in one day, it's a box. So, removing the need to fit inside the box that you didn't even build, but organized civilization wants you to follow their rules and go their direction. So guess what? They want you to fit inside of this box, and they make so many expectations before you even understand what expectations are. And they put so much weight on children, on teenagers, on adults. Let people live. Stop restricting life so much, you know? And maybe finding yourself, it's not about adding a new identity, you know? Maybe it's more about subtracting. You know, take away the title, take away the tribe, take away what mama told you, what daddy told you. You know, take away what you learned from the preacher and what you learned from the teacher. Take away the bullshit that television and commercials have seeded in your brain, have MK Ultra'd into your being. You think I joke? I joke, I don't joke. You know? I mean, it's not funny. Take away what the algorithm, you know, wanted you to watch or to hear, or suggested reels or suggested life, suggested videos. And it's a mind control to make you feel like that's who you gotta be or that's who you are. And that's sitcom television, that's movies, that's social media. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you know, and then, I don't know, see deeper, because there's something underneath all that. Something that doesn't need some stupid label. Something that existed before your resume of life, before your reputation, before all the mistakes you made, which I've made a lot of mistakes. I own up to it. I learn. Sometimes I don't learn shit. Sometimes I don't learn shit. And so Gavin, don't worry. Sometimes you're not going to learn anything. You know, you're going to feel like I'm not moving forward, right? But you are. You are. Even if you don't learn from that specific mistake, sometimes you got to make the mistake a few times for it to stick, for it to be,
I know.
You know? Just saying. I'm just saying. But that right there, people, look, before your mistakes, before anybody kind of told you if you were good enough, that's where I'm interested. That's where I'm excited, because I don't think freedom is simply being allowed to choose between options that somebody puts in front of you. You hear that? Options that somebody puts in front of you. Sometimes freedom is looking at all the options and saying, who said these were my only choices? Who said these are my only choices? Maybe I don't want your definition of success. Look, maybe I don't want your definition of normal. I don't want to spend my whole life chasing things just because everybody in my generations did it before me. You know, they chased everything in life. They worked so hard. That's what a successful human being looks like. You know, maybe I want to build something different. You know, maybe I want to believe something different. I want to question everything. You know, I want to question, and I do. I tell you to question everything as well. But you know, I want to question everything that I've inherited, everything that I've inherited as an individual, as an adult, my ideals, my thoughts, my sayings, my mannerisms. I mean, I want to keep the pieces that I feel ring true, the pieces that are right. Like some of the things my dad said are genius, and I say them now myself. The courage that he had taught me. So I want to have that courage to take the solid positive pieces that I've learned and then put the rest down. Because questioning what you were given doesn't mean rejecting everything that you came from. It means now you're finally deciding what deserves to come with you on this journey of authenticity, on this journey of real. That's all this show is. That's the show. If you ever wondered the true meaning of highly motivated, it's this with cannabis. I had to throw in cannabis. It's a very important part of the show. Even if you don't smoke, I don't give a shit. Don't smoke. Who cares? Don't smoke. But come to the fucking show. Let's talk. Let's chit chat. Let's be. Oh, Cowboy! Holy shit! Look at that. I'm off into the whole conversation. I didn't even see Cowboy waiting over there in the wings.
Hi,
Welcome,
brother.
Cowboy, to
Hello, Gavin.
highly motivated.
What's up, everybody?
Look, that's, you know, it really means, you know, what deserves to come with you. That's the difference. I'm not erasing my past. I'm not trying to erase my past. I'm trying to make sure my past isn't writing my future. That eventually there comes a moment when the identity that you were handed has to meet the identity that you've discovered. And those two people may not look anything alike. And that's what I'm finding. The person I started off as and the person I am now, because I've been in this search for me for many years now. Like, I'm trying to find myself. I'm sure you hear that from people. I am trying to. Have you ever tried to find yourself, Cowboy?
Not really. I think when I was 14 or 15 years old is when I really discovered what I wanted, you know, got my attitude.
You kind of found your shit early. Like, you know who
yeah, you
are.
kind of find your attitude and you kind of hone your skills and your style and however you want to be, you know.
Look, that's growth.
But you have to be, the biggest thing is you have to be happy in your own skin. You have to be happy in your own skin.
You got to love yourself, for real.
Right.
The older I get, that's how I am. Look, the younger I was, I had so many I don't even know the word right now. My whole life I was holding me back because I was afraid of what people thought of me, you know? And that's everywhere from how I walked, how I talked, how I ate. I mean, my mind as a kid, I was consumed with what I was expected to be. And it was what the whole shaping of society expects me to be. So I'm not that person. I haven't been that person in a long time. I feel like, you know, we go through changes in life, and that's part of the journey. I think not becoming who they told us to be, not becoming who everybody expects us to be.
Right. I'm not
peeling back that layer.
Yeah, you're not going to conform to the whole society agenda. We're gonna, you know, like me, it was individuality, you know, decisions that made me who I am. So,
but that's what
you know, not all my decisions were right. I look back on my past and I'm like, man, you know, wow, if I could have gone back and done something, but then what's the use? There's no way to do that. All you can do is learn from that and do better next time. Try not to fall in that hole again.
Try not to fall in that hole again. What an important thing Cowboy just said. So simple, so right. Try not to fall in that hole again. We do sometimes.
It's funny because It's funny at my age, my mom always said it. And when I met my wife 10 years ago, she said it. And I'm like, where'd you learn that? She goes, my mom said it. And it was, if you don't want to deal with the consequences or the situation, don't put yourself in it.
By the way, hey Nick, welcome to the show. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. If you don't put yourself in the middle of some shit. If you don't want to be a part of it, don't be a part of it. Don't put yourself and your energy in the path. Yeah, don't start none, ain't gonna be none.
That's right.
Don't start none, ain't gonna be none. Now, my father's English, so I would get the English terminology or the English, like, cool your jets, son. Cool your jets. Cool your jets? Who says cool your jets? There's not a bloody fire. There has to be a fire. So
it's kind of funny. Me and my wife were talking about this last night, about how America uses certain curse words one way and other countries use them another way.
That's true.
And like here, the C word is, especially to women, oh man, that's like, you want to piss them off. So, but in England, it's sort of
like every second word.
Pat on the back, man. It's like,
right. It's not a word of being derogatory almost.
Exactly.
Exactly. And so some of the same language they use over there, we use as, like, their word for a cigarette is a slur here in the United States. I don't have to say the word. You understand?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. And there's so many different words, and you're just like, you've got to be kidding me. Nope.
Yeah.
It's just how their language has developed and how we have taken our language and taken certain words and turned them into the worst possible things.
Well, man, my kid came to me the other day, and he goes to me, looks at me, hey, Dad, you're going to take me to the store and get me some drip for school? And I'm like, drip? What the hell is drip? And he's like, that's clothes, man. I'm like, okay, I get it. Now I feel really old, like my dad.
It's more than clothing, though. It's jewelry.
Right. It's the whole look.
It's right. How you approach.
Exactly. I mean, it goes through the same thing. It just comes out different.
I have ninja drip. That means you can't see it. It's like invisible.
Well, it's funny. I mean, because I'd never heard that before, but then I thought about it. I was like, well, back in the day, we had our own things too. That my parents like, what the hell is he talking about? And
what a drip. Or but I was probably called a drip. He's a bloody drip. He's just his brain dripping right out of his bloody ears. I heard the gambit. My father really was good at it. Like he wouldn't openly put you down, but he would say it in an English way that you're just like, I feel like shit. Thank you so much. But he meant it from a place of love, and I see that now.
It's kind of funny. I mean, because I have a friend that she's from Sheffield.
And we know Sheffield. Yeah, it's a very nice place.
So I learn a lot from her on that sort of level. And that's the great thing about international, meeting people. I mean, we're all different in our own way, and I don't know. I mean, you hear certain words, and I used to tell her, hey, say that word. I love the way you say it. You find things.
But it's so funny you're saying that right now, and how different our cultures can be. And it's also how different we raise people. Like just now, I was talking really about identity and the identity that's given to us before we even have an opportunity to develop who we really want to be. And I mean, I think if we let kids be creative and not put them into a box, but allow them to explore, their brains move faster than their bodies. And it's an amazing thing to watch. I mean, my daughter, Zavia, she is super genius, very intelligent. She speaks like an adult. She'll talk to you like an adult. 7 years old. 7 years old, and she knows the entire freaking world. And it's because we talk to her like a normal person, not like a baby. We treat her as an individual that makes choices. And she makes her own choices. And if they're really terrible, I'll let her know why I think it's bad. And then she'll be like, I don't care. I'm like, You're going to. Okay. I mean,
don't stick the fork in the outlet, you know.
Right. No, it's like, listen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happens. You're going to get hurt. If I ever say you're going to get hurt, though, she'll be like, oh, there's pain? Like, yeah. There might be pain involved. Oh, you're right. I'm not going to do it. I'm like, I'm right? Well, yeah. You're right. Like, okay. No, it's been a pleasure watching. You know, all my kids have been so different. And I've also been very different in my age. Like tender age. I'm tender. Very bloody tender. But no, that's the thing. As I've gotten older, I treat my kids very differently. But always with love, always with understanding and openness. But I'm calmer now. So I do have to say, when I was younger, I would yell and scream a lot. I wouldn't hit, but I would yell and scream. Well, yelling and screaming doesn't work, people. And at all. Like, at all. I was a young parent. Or I felt young, like 26. But before I even have my kids, I was taking care of I was adopting another child into my life. And so that was a lot of responsibility. That was a lot of mental and learning to be a father very quickly. Where before that point, I was so far from being a father. I was in a party lifestyle, and I was doing really bad things. And then all of a sudden I'm a dad. And then it was like, oh, I gotta be responsible and shit. I've gotta be responsible. And that puts your head in certain places where you have to grow up really quickly. And you're not a hard parent. You're learning. I didn't know shit. And I really thought in the beginning, because I started with a 8-year-old. Immediately an 8-year-old, and I'm now basically dad. I'm the only one around, and he's learning from me, and I'm talking and teaching, but he's an ornery child. Ornery, would ornery be the word? I mean, Dennis the Menace. Anybody ever watched Dennis the Menace? That just like to get himself in a lot of freaking trouble and act super innocent, like he never did shit, but he did a lot of bad shit. But I still love him. It doesn't mean I don't love him. I love him. And I keep trying to contact him, but he's out on his own. Oh, by the way, everybody, Christopher Sterl, Professor Time. Welcome. Highly motivated. But
so
identity.
That's funny you said Dennis the Menace. Do you know he lived in Alachua?
Really? The actor, that actual Dennis the Menace, lived here?
He did. He passed away last year. Yeah, he lived in the town of Alachua.
Oh, he passed away. That's
he passed away last year.
That's a weird thing.
Yeah, he lived up there for over 30 years. He was in Alachua.
Wow.
So,
that's
just
pretty
retired.
Cool.
Yeah, just hanging
retired.
out.
I hear nobody. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty neat. You know, I kind of want to go to one of those like sci-fi conferences, events. I want to go and see some of these actors that I grew up watching and see them now.
You know, the great thing, those things are cool as heck, but the problem is they charge you for the ticket to go. And then you don't get to see the actors. You might see them from a distance, but you can't get close to them or talk to them. You have to pay. So they might charge $50 or $60 for an autograph, $150 for a photo.
Holy shit.
If you go online and watch some of these people that go to them, it's like, man, I really would love to do that, but I'm not gonna.
I just want to say hi. Loved your work. Have a great day. I don't want shit. Don't fucking sign anything. Don't give me shit. I don't idolize. I just thought it'd be great to be like, look, I grew up watching you. And I felt like, you know, we knew each other. And the guy's like, security. No, and I've been very lucky to meet a lot of different stars. Music artists, movie stars, and they're no different from us. When I say that, like, they are us, it's just a fucking job. But they also feel to be idolized, to be watched at every moment is like, it's damaging to depending on what stage these stars are in their life. If they've gone through the ego death and they've gone past their fame and they're just a person, man, they're just a person. And there are some that have normal jobs.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? He teaches school, college classes, and he directs films. He's in films. The guy from This Is the End, Franco. I love him. I love him. He's a great guy.
There's a lot of
But-
them that get into different things.
Well, there's a lot.
Everything.
Look, I was lucky to meet Fergie before she became Fergie. From my hump, my lovely lady loves. But anyways, and then there were I met the Pussycat Dolls, but like early, Cyndi Lauper, amazing, like the sweetest, most down the fucking earth person, and you know Eric Clapton,
I met Doja Cat.
just awesome. Doja, I haven't met Doja. I would like to. I don't know why. I don't know why. I know why. I like everything about her.
I was very young, but she used to do dance classes with my dance teacher.
Really? I love her energy. I love her creativity. I do. And at first there was a song and I didn't know it was Doja. I didn't see the artist. It was like all done in animation. But I loved the song. And I thought the beat was great because I'm always a DJ. Forever I'm a DJ in my head. So I hear a beat and I like a good beat. Black Eyed Peas. Thank you, Christopher. But I hear a good beat and I like a good beat. And so there was a song Doja had done where she was a cat. It was like all digital, like animation. And there, you know what I'm talking about? It was a video of cats anyways. And I loved it. And then I started following the artist and I love everything she does. She's creative. She's wild. She is an incredible dancer that brings style and dance to the generation. A generation that learns from, I mean, we used to learn like Michael Jackson. We all did the moonwalk. We all did the moonwalk. Front walk, moonwalk, sidewalk. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was trying. And we always, and somehow, I don't know where I think the movies, in the movies, there was like a breakdancing. Remember the breakdancing movies? There was like a few of them breaking. And, you know, it was just like, look, I still remember it. Look at that shit. I got that. Oh, I'm going to hurt. I think I threw something out just now. But we had breakdancing movies and dancing movies. And as a culture, we learned. And now with MTV not being a thing anymore, MTV is shut down. No more music videos. I mean, music videos are done, but where the hell are you going to see? Where are you going to see all the music videos for the artists you want to see? Where? What channel?
Now.
The internet. Is there an internet radio station that does video? Video killed the radio star.
There's a lot of radio stations on that are personal radio stations where people make their own mixes. But
so wait, is there like really? Because I've got holy shit, I've got a database of music. Holy shit, I gotta find it. Yeah. I don't know where the fuck it is. That's crazy. I don't even know where it is. Yeah. I have a database of music that's so old. Not old, but I mean it goes back. So you can just play music on a channel that you don't get monetized on. Because I would love to do a radio station like that where you see video and we talk through the video. Like you talk about the style and like, what was it, Heavy D? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? I'm just, I start hearing all these songs and there were generations of learning. Like I still remember Kid and Play. I remember the dance. I remember the stupid movies. House Party.
And you know what? Do you know what the very first video on MTV was?
Video killed the radio star.
There you go.
And do you know what the last video on MTV was? Who sang it? Broke my heart. We've gone too far. It's, damn it, I can't. I don't know.
The Boogaloos. I think it was. It's called the Boogaloos. I think it was.
The Boogaloos?
I think that's who it was, yeah.
Really? But like a one-hit wonder? So
yeah,
the last song I think they played was that song.
Probably.
I want to say the last song that they played was Video Killed the Radio Star. And then the look at that. video got killed. Music, television, you know, I think it really changed. When we grew up, it was about music. It was about videos. It was about, you know, it was constantly music, music, music. And then it turned into reality television. And I remember the beach parties, and growing up when I was too young, I always wanted to go to these beach parties. I was like, listen, my goal back then was to get in one of those beach parties. The MTV Cribs, you know, I grew up in that generation and that programming.
With the wheeze.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Look, Pauly Shore was amazing back in those days. Fucking amazing. Doing the wheeze. And I mean, look, amazing. That was his heyday.
Well, he had an incredible way. I mean, he had a lot of people around him. He had a lot of ways to get from his early age because his mom owned the Comedy Store. So, and his dad was a famous comedian too.
I like his individual style of stupidity. I think.
Well, he's got a podcast now called The Sure Thing, and he's bringing people on. He's pretty down to earth now. I mean, he's kind of fun to watch, man. He's kind of crazy. So, but he does it. It's if you watch it, it's reels. You'll see it on Facebook and things like that. So.
Well, I think that's pretty. I've seen he's done some things. He was hanging out with the guy from 90 Day Fiance, the short one with no neck, and treating him bad, talking shit to him. And then I've seen him on other podcasts, and you know, I think, look, again, it's age. People change.
Yeah.
People learn from the stupidity. I mean, look at Jackass. Look at Steve-O. He learns nothing. He's an idiot. He learns nothing. You saw he got a penis tattooed on his face.
Yeah.
And I still laugh, and I'm laughing at him.
You know what? It goes back to what we were talking about. That's what he wants. Who gives a heck? You know, it ain't bothering me.
Right. And you know something? I find it funny.
Branded penis on his ass.
Right. And you know something? I mean, if that's who he wants to be, and he's loving his life though. He's enjoying it. Yeah. And he's got a podcast where he's got like an RV or something.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of jealous of it, but he's got a fucking podcast where he goes around and they park, I guess, and they do a podcast. It's not live.
Right.
But they do like maybe a driving podcast or something. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I've heard about it.
Bert Kreischer
commercial for it.
Bert Kreischer, he's got a pretty good podcast at his house where he's hanging out.
Bert is
fucking
hysterical. I love Bert. I don't care what anybody ever says about this man.
Oh, they're great.
And I saw one where he was inviting people. So he had a podcast where he was inviting people into his jacuzzi. Like he was bringing people. Professor Time, welcome. Highly motivated. So he was bringing people into a jacuzzi, and you'd sit in the jacuzzi with him. You'd have a cigar, and so I want to do on the road. I want to come to people, and let's have a powwow. Let's smoke together. That's the point. You know, let me come smoke your shit. I think maybe that's what I'll call it. I'm coming to smoke your shit.
Yeah.
You better roll some big joints. So right now I'm smoking the Lion's Order Gold Flower Cannabis. Earlier we smoked the Loud Loud Key. Oh, Christopher's come in with some little nuggies. There you go. And look, small nugs are more potent than the big nugs. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. You know, my cannabis told me that the one thing was labeled wrong. It said sativa, but he said because of the terpenes and the amount of myrcene,
really?
It's actually a
more of an indica, hybrid lean.
An indica, yeah.
Really? I am so delighted that your bud tender told you that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't like that one. It's not indica, and he's like, oh, it's indica. It's just mislabeled.
Interesting. Well, no,
So,
and we have one. We had a few like that at Goldflower, where they kind of labeled them as hybrids, but they are super sativas.
In New Jersey, we have like 1 ounce per transaction, and usually I'm pretty good, like doing 2 transactions. But depending on the day and who's there, like listening and watching, it's like, no, you're better off just doing 1 ounce today, dude. Just come back like another day. And he also said that Saturday's the best day because that's when they do the flower sales, and they get their last delivery on Friday.
See, and he's in and that's New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
So that's the New Jersey cannabis market, which is recreational. Here in Florida,
Right.
it's medical, not recreational. Here in Florida, the only real difference is that you got to have a medical card, and you're still limited as to how much you can buy. But instead of 1 ounce a day, you're limited to a maximum of like 7 ounces
over a month or something.
6 ounces really over a 35-day rotational.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so that right there is hard, because I will use it sometimes. Like I'll buy a bunch and I'll use it. I'll make tea, and then the cannabis,
you can't get any more with the tea, hit your limit,
right? And so I'll dry it out and I'll smoke it, but the tea has made it very harsh.
So in Jersey, in theory, you can just keep on like doing multiple transactions.
Okay.
You know, I could have like went to the car and then came back and made it instant, but I wasn't going to do that to the guy.
You know what you should have done? Right. Wait, listen. You should have been like, go to the car, and then hold on a second, go to the car, come back in. You're like,
with a different thing. Right.
Put some shrimp on the ball.
I need one of those, one of those things with the glasses and the clown nose and the thing. I need that. I need the recording too. No, I can't.
Yeah, you go in with a hat, and then you wait, and you're like, you got to go back in again. You're like, okay, shit, hold on a second. So you go back in the third time. Now a different hat. Now a totally different persona.
Oh, I did video. I didn't want that.
I think that would be the funniest thing. That right there would be like, listen, I've got this.
Right, like with a trench coat and the funny face.
Right, and maybe a fake mustache, like a mustacho, like a really long one, like a Fu Manchu. Listen, if I'm gonna do disguises, I am doing most of the YMCA. I'm gonna do construction worker. I'm gonna be a fireman. And so. Yeah, I'm in search of me. At this show, every show that I do, I don't prepare. I don't prepare. I have other things to talk. I got more healthy shit to talk about tonight. But I don't overdo it. I don't, we're 1 hour and 45 minutes into the show, and I don't put expectations on it. I allow it to become what it's going to become. If we have a great topic, we'll talk about it next time.
This is called Debbie 11.
Debbie?
Yeah, Debbie.
I remember the. All right, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to show my age, and I was going to say something. But
Debbie does dabs.
Debbie does weed.
Debbie does
cannabis. Wait, what does she do, cowboy?
Debbie does dabs.
Debbie does dabs.
That's right.
Debbie does dabs. I wonder if there's anybody out there. Debbie does dabs.
That's a great.
I bet you got
it. Great reel.
Debbie makes lasagna. Not what you think. Dallas dabs. There's a Dallas dabs. Now we need a Debbie. Debbie does Dallas dabs. Debbie does Dallas dabs, because that's what it was. That kind of shows our age.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink the only thing I'm really addicted to. I keep trying to kick this addiction, but Amazon had a sale, and these turned out to be like $1 a piece. So I was like, well, shit. $1? $1 for something that's $3.99? Shut up, I have to buy it. But I try to limit the amount I drink because this is an insane amount of caffeine. It's absolutely delicious. They perfected the flavor. I hate them because it's also sugar. And it's also probably some Starbucks chemicals that are making things in my body shrink in weird ways.
So I had an interesting thing that's happening that you might be interested in.
Okay.
A talking point. And it really applies to everybody. I think everyone will like it. So what has happened is there was a law passed in like 2022 or 2023 for this new EU AI labeling law. And
Wait,
remember,
what is it? Once
it's
again,
an AI labeling law. Remember, Cowboy, we were going back and forth, and Oren, you probably remember with Suno, and it's like, oh, generate
I remember.
AI
Yeah.
music, right? And
Right.
I'm like, but it's AI. Like, can I say it's a real band? And well, apparently in the EU, this new law came into effect that's been in the works for a couple of years, where you must label your AI, and the major providers of models like Claude, Meta, Google, and others are embedding watermarks in the text you generate, and it only depends on the text. So you can copy it from there into Notepad, and it still has the watermark because it's still the same text. Like they're going to be like,
so they're the
creating a
owner.
watermark.
So they're the owner of what you're creating.
Basically, so there's that, right? And then
Well, then they can use that song in reproduction, and they probably do. I think a lot of these music services take, like, they're going through and listening to this shit, and they're like, that one's fucking fire. It's ours.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
All of a
that's why I
sudden, maybe they
paid that
sell it to an
$10.
artist or whatever.
That's why I went with the Pro, because I own the actual rights to the
Right.
to the music.
That's the big
in the
difference
United
now.
States and probably in the EU prior to this going into effect.
So,
Yeah.
so in the EU, was the ruling that it's a real band? It was the ruling that it is
No, this is the ruling. You must label your stuff as AI. But here's my point. Here's my point. LinkedIn has added an AI slap button at the same time, but didn't say why. And then created a social cause using suggested posts to outrage people against AI, to say, oh, AI is bad. No, AI is bad. Like you used AI, you should be ashamed. And so what this, in my opinion, very easily, the bottom line is this: they're curtailing free speech, and they're using this AI slop law and this watermarking.
Wait, so is it AI? What AI slop law? What is this?
So there's a new EU. I don't know. It's like
So
Article
for the
50.
European Union, but not here in the United States. But
all these providers like Cloud signed on to the EU law to say, oh yeah, we're going to go along with it.
So what is this law specifically again?
It has those watermarks. It says that AI
that you have to say it's AI.
Needs to be labeled, right? But there's also this shame campaign of, oh, you used AI.
So you see this now, you said on LinkedIn. So it's not an AI slop law. It's just an AI identification law.
Okay, right.
Saying that
yes. But I don't want to get into too much detail, but they have suggested posts on LinkedIn, and these are things LinkedIn is suggesting. And LinkedIn is suggesting that it's shameful to use AI in your writing based on what they're suggesting to me and many other people, right? And I'm just like, ignore. I close.
So where is this? So where do you see this as an AI slop button?
It's right in LinkedIn. It works on comments, I think, and posts. You click it, it's one of the options, like, oh, report them, or, oh, seems like AI slop. So now, if they don't like your speech, you seem like AI slop. You know this podcast, Oren? It seems like AI slop to me.
Really? See, I'm looking at it, and I'm pretending to comment really quickly, and nothing like that. I could do GIFs, I could do and I could do a picture. So would this be
if you go to when you go to post on your feed, there's a little 3 dots. You click on it, and then you can pick. It seems like AI slop is one of the reporting options.
Really?
Yeah.
That is.
You may not have it yet.
Maybe I don't. No. Okay. And that's
I didn't have it at first, but now I do have it.
Well, I welcome that because everything I create is mine. I use now if my spacing, because like my son told me, he goes, Dad, I mean, the writing I could tell was you, but the spacing is AI. He goes, like the double spacing, nobody does the double space. What are they doing there? And I'm like, well, they're making my words, but you know, it's in
Right,
proper
or the long hyphen is another
sentences.
L or
Because
whatever.
look, I
know.
I will speak
Okay,
genius
but-
things and I'll forget it immediately. And
So-
that's why sometimes I just turn on the AI and I'm like,
So, but here's my point.
paraphrase.
LinkedIn is suggesting people to me
I still
that
use
only
double
have 100
space.
connections. Like they're suggesting posts from people that only have 100 connections and they're unverified and maybe
Well-
not even real people.
Well, look,
It's like,
look, wait a
hey,
second.
stop. Be worried about AI. AI is bad. You are AI. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Wow.
I just opened it up and it was the third thing down on my feed.
On your feed. Wow. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. It's very encouraging, actually. Thank you.
So, and every
That's
see
awesome.
that's Christopher right there.
Your stuff
Professor
shows up
Time,
on my feed
jamming.
too.
Jamming to some groovy shit.
Yeah.
And also, by the way, whoa, before I go too far, I saw THC Bradley posted where you guys are going to be.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can find that flyer again. It was like a digital thing he did on AI.
Yeah, he did
But-
one. Yeah.
It's LinkedIn.
But let
man.
me tell you something. It didn't look bad here. I'm going to see if I can. It was on Facebook. And of course, I probably won't be able to find it again. Okay, let me see.
I just have to re-up on weed and everything else.
Real time. So Garrison, there we go. Bradley Garrison. Hey Bradley, here we are. We're on your page, and we're gonna check. We're checking out your old photos. We're going back in time here. All right, brother. Where can I find his posts?
It's never bad stuff. It's always good. But
Oh, here we go, here we go,
sometimes
here we
it's
go.
more good than others.
Okay, I really love what he did because it looks good and it speaks. So I'm gonna have to get this on the thing, but everybody, the horticulture. All right, that's Cowboy right next to us here, and that's where they're performing. You know, these dates that are coming up.
Oh,
Definitely
you
pay
should be
attention.
ashamed of yourself. It looks like AI slop to me. Did you use AI to make that?
And so,
Looks
I
like
what
slop
you
to
did. It looks
me.
good.
I don't
Hold on a
know.
second now. Hold on. Dad? Yes, hello, Father. Everybody, welcome my father to Highly Motivated.
Luke, I am your father.
Son, obviously you're feeling so much better.
Well, you know, there's a great energy that I get from the show. And
Well, that's tremendous. I'm going to let you enjoy your energy.
But
It's 110 degrees.
It's so hot.
Temperature.
it's so hot. He's in Texas, and Texas is just as hot as Florida is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, now you go outside. You know what's going on right now, yeah? The Perseid meteor shower is peaking right now as we speak.
See, I assumed he was in England because he's talking English.
Because he has the English accent. You think he's
Yeah.
got to be in England?
I thought he was
Want to
in
keep all
England.
English people over there?
Right, there's no English
My
people
dad
here.
hung up on us. He was like, "I'm not going to be in the middle of this shit." He goes, "I'm not." He goes, "No." He goes, "There's no way." No. So I listen. We're talking authenticity. We're talking who we are as people, and we're talking some social media and AI integration into things, and how there's now pushback in
Right.
society.
There's an
against
intellectual
this over
revolt against AI. Right.
And I have to admit that when I see some of these banners that all look the same, or these posters that all look the same,
Or people are using
advertising, boom,
emoji
boom,
and they're
boom, boom,
posting like
boom,
happy, this and that. But dude,
my
I
brain
have
shuts down.
people
I
I have
don't-
people that have 3 Emmy awards that are star Emmy award, like literally in the background of their video, they're Emmy award winning journalists with 3 Emmy awards for communication skills, and they're using AI still to do their stuff. Like, is that AI stop? Like, what is AI stop exactly? Can you define it? What is it? You know?
Well,
Like-
but that's the thing. What is it now? What are we defining it as now? Really quickly, everybody, welcome Rob Harmon of
Hey, Rob.
Veterans Cannabis Care.
I
Let me
don't
tell you
know.
what,
I
Rob
wish
has
we
been
could see
rocking and
examples.
rolling for I think for the country turning 250. He was doing a 250 certifications.
I see his posts on LinkedIn.
Rob
I like
Harmon
them.
is, and you should like them. Go read them.
I do. I
He's
do.
got
I
some
read them. I
Super
like them.
posts that he's putting out there.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm so
it's
proud
awesome.
of the industry
It's
because of
veterans,
people like
for veterans,
because of people
right?
like Rob. Right. He's standing up for veterans. He's
and
standing
health
up for
and
cannabis rights.
science, cannabis, right? For pain, PTSD,
And he's putting it
all
out
this
there
other
every
stuff.
single day. He's reposting medical linked articles that say, look, cannabis has credibility. Cannabis is medicine. Start paying attention to the ancient medicine. So what is up? Welcome to Highly Motivated Rob. Welcome, welcome. We got to give you the link. You got to pop in whenever possible. Rob's very busy. He's been hanging out with Tyson. He's been featured in Nugs, in the Fat Nugs magazine. I'm sure, Christopher, you've seen the on LinkedIn.
I see it all. Yeah.
A beautiful magazine that was put together. I loved watching the beginnings of that and the creation of that and how it's become amazing. I mean, the journey of it, you really watch on LinkedIn. That's where you got to really see.
On Rob's profile on LinkedIn, you just look the stuff. Okay, I will.
And I was watching it early on, just in the first issues and talking about the first issues and difficulty in getting this done or getting that done. and what it's turned into is absolutely amazing. I love Fat Nugs magazine.
You know, LinkedIn, there's a lot of posts that are just like some woman and she's like, kind of look at my butt and here I am and I'm wearing a dress and ooh, you know, and then she'll say, oh, I had to say something today because I had to post every day, and like that gets boring. Yeah,
so I don't post every day. I would like even when I have videos that I'm putting out from these podcasts that we do, I release them all at the same time. I don't give a shit. You see it, you don't. I do see them.
I see them too. I see them. It'll be your face pops up and be like, hey, no. This or that is some random thing. It's great. I like it.
And when it cuts those sections, it has me like really close.
It does. So I like watching to make sure, see how much trouble I got in by being in your video.
But honestly, no.
Usually I'm not. Okay. Usually I'm not. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're doing okay. I think everything is pretty groovy. It's good to have Professor Time.
Thank you.
And Cowboy and Gavin and Major Ganji, Major Nugs.
Yeah. You didn't always have regulars.
By the way, Rob has mentioned, now if you're in Florida and you're a veteran and you need to get your card, is it just veterans or is it everybody? It's just veterans. I think it's just veterans. But, you know, it looks like Veterans Cannabis Care has a few spots left for the Cocoa Beach get-together there August 29th. So Veterans Cannabis Care, look on Facebook, check out the link. And also, by the way, Major Ganji, East Coast Video, thank you for posting that. He is posting the link to our Discord. So if I don't have a broadcast, we have a live, we'll call it like a live conference call that you can jump on and everybody can talk.
You can start a channel and share your screen, do videos.
But we have a Discord. And it's the Oraganji Discord. So it's join the Ganji Discord. Be all in. And look, that right there, I've done a spoken word about it that I thought really encompassed what I felt, but it's be you, be all in, believe.
Embracing cannabis culture was like one of the things when I was like all in and being authentic. People like, be authentic, be yourself. What do you like? What do you do? Bring yourself to it.
But it's crazy when people come into cannabis, they're like, they're preaching kind of breaking that mold. Cannabis helps us break it, and we want other people to see that as well. Even if you don't smoke weed, you know, or the bud, or the cannabis, or the marijuana, even if you don't, right?
It's great for helping PTSD, which means it's great for your mental health.
But even if you don't,
in a lot of ways,
we are still here talking to you as community. We want you part of us. We all have an endocannabinoid system. And sometimes, you know, everybody can use a joint. By the way, I want to post this really quick over here. This is Rob's link. It's veteranscannabiscare.org / but you'll see it right there on the screen, everybody. There you go. And it's a very miniature version of Rob in the picture.
I just sneezed and coughed and did everything at once. I love it.
God bless you.
It was like a coughing, sneezing, you know.
Well, definitely, God bless you. Absolutely. And Nick, I'm glad you're here on the show, by the way. We got Nick. Nick is here. It's good that you came, Nick. Thank you. We appreciate it. It's been such a long time. I mean, not that long. I mean, it was just the other day I feel like we saw you, which is great. Hi. He's like, hi. Hi. I'm here. Or shit. No. What is the fuck? He's got... Wait, here we go. No, I know, Nick. Wait, let me show the other one. That's shit. veteranscannabiscare.org, and then 250-4250. Oh, okay, there we go. So the numbers meant something. My brain canceled it out. 250 for 250. So 250 years of the United States of America, and 250. Now, is it 250 just veterans or like everybody? Nick's link. Let me see. Veteranscannabiscare.org. 25. Wait. Nick's link. Let me just wait. I've got the link and then shit and then the link. I don't know. You know something? I think sometimes trying to figure out what's going on in the comments, that is a show all on its own. And we are blessed in this show. I just want to say thank you to the universe, to everybody for coming here from all over the place. Coming here from New Zealand, Australia, Ireland, England, all of America here. We've got, what do you got over here? Wait, what's happening? What is this? I can't see.
Oh, this is the Welcome to Cannabis Care website.
Are you on? Is this Rob's site?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
that is fantastic. As you can all see, this is Rob's site. He's pulling it up.
Schedule an appointment. Find dispensaries with veteran discounts.
Now, Rob, quick question: is it just for veterans or is it for everybody? I mean, I would say just veterans.
I think just veterans.
I think just veterans too. But
for PTA chronic pain, PTSD.
No, he said just veterans. Yeah, he said veterans. Cool. That's it. He's like, don't be ridiculous. Just veterans. I mean, look, we've been doing just veterans. We're not gonna open this shit up like that. I just thought maybe like the 250 for 250. But on our Independence Day, what a great, or our celebrating our country, what a great day to celebrate our veterans. And what a great way to celebrate them, but with cannabis. That's the beginning of a journey. That, to me, look, I recommended a book the other day by Jack Kerouac, On the Road. It was a life-defining book for me. And I would go off and I would smoke a little bit, like pinners. I had like little pinners of weed. And I'd smoke a little bit and I'd read the book. And I really felt transported as a different person. I felt like I was one of those characters at different times.
Was it
just learning about life?
Did they use AI to write the book? I mean, who knows?
No. Jack Kerouac is a famous writer. Amazing. Amazing mind.
Just to let you know, some $2 million book deal fell through because the guy used AI to write it. I mean, AI is everywhere, but AI is shameful.
No, this is not AI. this would be old On the Road.
No.
I think they posted it on the Discord where you can actually find
earlier. Jack Kerouac. I'll have to look that guy up.
Amazing writer. Holy shit, you're gonna be so good. Yeah. And him and also my favorite that did the Da Vinci Code and Demons and wait,
a writer.
Damn it.
A French Canadian American poet and novelist.
Amazing. Yeah,
novelist. I'm not an author. I am a novelist. I want to someone going to change my LinkedIn. I'm a novelist.
Novelist, yes, a novelist.
Novelist.
And because you are published.
That's right. It's AI slop through and through. I have.
But you're published.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I have all the outlines and hard work that went into it. I have 180 episodes with I think Bible and a bunch of other data. I can prove in court that,
Wait a second. Stop. I want you to hear something. Yeah. You did this last episode and I heard it. Mm-hmm. You almost feel defensive that this is how you've been able to help put together a lot of what's on your brain and your story and keep in mind.
Yeah, AI
that's the thing.
It's
only you. It's only you that's thinking that way.
Right.
So
that's right.
Other people all over the place are using it. And honestly, nobody gives a shit. I shut down at the zero creativity ones. My prompts are like pages and pages long of my descriptions of everything I'm putting together. It's me. And then all my shit I put together, you don't know if it's AI. Because honestly, it doesn't look like AI. Because it's me. It's my design.
Right. It's your stuff you put in there.
So
well, think about this. I mean, this is the original AI. I mean, for years there have been ghostwriters for everything. I mean, TV shows, everything.
That's true.
Right.
So I mean, that's the original. I mean, if people want to get something, you know, it's.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good tool. I don't think you should let it control everything you're doing, because
I've
that
tried
takes
to.
away from all your inspiration and everything. It takes everything from you.
Well, it
But if
does,
you
and I
put your inspiration and your thoughts and how you feel into the
Using it
text and the
right.
word and everything,
Yeah.
and bring it out, I think
Using it
it's
with
just an
intention and
enhancement
power.
tool to help.
yeah,
You know,
I mean, yeah.
No, it's how you use
I
it, and it's
mean,
also how you're thinking about it. Look, if you feel that's something that's going to hinder you, then dive deeper
I came up
into
with
your
every
creative
story I get.
process.
I have one called Angels of Liberty about George Washington being visited by an extraterrestrial at Valley Forge. And there's some mythology to that too, that he was visited by an extraterrestrial.
He saw
So I
something. He
lean
felt
into
like
that story.
keep in
I lean
mind
into that
he
story.
was starved. Keep in mind his blood sugar was super low.
Right.
He was also hallucinating, I believe,
Okay.
from
All
something
right.
he was doing.
Well, in the
But
case of my book, it's a
but I
story.
believe in
Like I'm just
aliens.
saying.
I
You know?
believe in shit visiting us. So when I say that, I'm always devil's advocate, but I'm still the believer.
Right.
I'm still the one that's look. I believe in that shit. So all right, when you're looking at AI, I just want you to look at
I
it like
bring
this.
George Washington to
I
our
want you to
century
believe in
so
yourself.
he
I
can look
want you to.
around and
Well,
see
I
things
want
and
you to
stuff.
believe in yourself.
And people
I'm
think he's an
serious.
impersonator. Oh, look,
Chris,
it's George
I
Washington impersonator.
don't know what
And
this
it's
has to do
actually
with
George
AI though.
Washington.
But okay, you look.
Things like
You have
that.
a certain way that you felt about it. Instead, I want you to be
Yeah,
proud
I've
of
heard
what
a
you do.
story. Yeah, thank
I
you.
want you to be proud of what you do.
Thanks. Yeah.
And look, and in that,
There's definitely a
hold
little
that
bit of doubt
pride,
there where I'm
hold
like
that
not
pride,
proud of
and
things
don't think
because,
about
you know,
because I don't think they can do an AI slop. LinkedIn is not about putting people down; it's about raising people up. And so,
right.
if there's not something nice to be said, they're not going to say it. So I doubt a multi-million-dollar platform right now is going to put out a button that degrades people in any way, shape, or form. So that's what I'm
Right.
saying. The more I've thought about it, I'm like, no, I haven't seen it. Maybe somebody puts it as a sticker. Maybe somebody wants to
Well,
shame
okay.
people.
Somebody
But
had
I don't live in that
conjecture.
world.
So somebody claimed that, yeah, they had someone report their thing as slop and that they could prove based on screenshots and other things that it did diminish their post. However, I use a combination of AI and I jam on a guitar too. So if that's not fucking creativity, then I'm sorry. Then we live in two different planets or something, you know?
I think, look, it's just how you feel about it. And it's about how you feel about yourself. Look,
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody's talking about me because I don't give a shit. I
I
don't
mean, some people
know.
wake up in the morning and decide, hey, let me just get on it, and you tell it how you feel. Make me a song. This is
Yeah.
how I feel this morning.
There's
And maybe
elderly
Yeah,
people.
this is
do
how I
it.
feel.
Yeah.
What's it hurt, man? Nothing.
Yeah.
But
Nothing.
there's. I
Right.
mean, I get a lot of enjoyment off watching some of these things these people do because just you can see what they're. I mean, cat videos, especially now, man, with some of
Right,
these
but
things they're
yeah.
doing. With I saw one the other day. It was a full video, and the band was called Hiss, and it was the full Kiss, but they were all cats.
Oh,
Right.
shut up.
I
And
love stuff like
yeah,
that.
they did a
Yeah.
full song. It was really good. So I mean, it's creativity, but these
Right.
people are having to put their own thoughts and ideas on what they want to
Well,
visualize and
some
see
people
to make
always
this happen.
complain about something, and I'm just saying this whole movement against AI is artificial. It's not real. It's made up, and people are confused.
People
And they're
will
like,
So I think if
people
we
will
use it properly,
protest
it's pulling
and
something out
and
of us.
cry. The people lash out at things they're scared of,
yeah,
So I
and they
think, look,
fear it,
he's right though.
and they're not they're not trusting themselves to use it correctly.
Okay, I
If
think
they
that's the bigger thing. They're not trusting
right.
themselves to use AI correctly. So in that, my interactions with AI, um, it writes as I write.
It's an interaction, and
You
these
know,
people that
it's
complain
not
don't talk
thinking
about
for
that
me. It's
aspect
a
of it.
mirror, but
They
it's a
don't talk about
mirror.
that aspect. They
It's a
act like
mirror of
it
what
just
I am doing.
makes
It's
things up
not
on its own.
creating on its own.
Right.
It's
It's
mirroring
not creating on
what
its
I
own.
am creating. And in that mirror, I'm
It's
able to see my
predicting.
creation and
If
fine
you
tune
were
it.
everybody else, it's predicting what would happen next. It's a prediction engine. And it predicts what would be said next or what would be the next thing. It's more than that, though, because it can answer questions and it is a conversation. You know, it's not just
So,
a one way thing.
by the way, people, I just want to mention the show. We talk cannabis, we smoke cannabis, we educate cannabis, but sometimes we get into AI because AI is front and center in the world right now. And it's not necessarily politics, it's not necessarily religion, even though it's probably both those things. But we don't talk religion, we don't
Probably
talk
is.
politics. So, what we can talk is AI. And AI is getting interesting, but I do try to remind people it's how you use it. Don't don't go off of its creations.
Right.
You
Don't worry
know,
about the
make
fads so much, right? Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, before I forget, I'm writing a song for THC. I'm going to give it to you, Cowboy. I've been, I'm still working on it. I'm not done. I've got two different versions. I've got like a rock version, and then I've got kind of something where you're like, here's to the growers, the lovers, the dreamers, the midnight philosophers, and backyard believers. And
There you
there's
go,
so many
bro.
great choruses and so many great, because it's almost like when you go back to like Bob Dylan and the music was great, the guitar was great, the rhythm was great. And then all of a sudden he'd stop and be like, like here's to the growers, the
Oh yeah.
lovers, the dreamers, and he would bring it together in such, they'd be like, how we got this old, how the years went fast, how the best damn nights are the ones that never last. And so it's these choruses that I'm bringing together
Nice.
and so because I was trying to add to my
This is a
rap,
brand new song,
one of my
though.
raps.
It's
Yeah,
a
this
brand
is this
new
is
song.
something I'm writing.
That's yours. Right.
This is
Right.
mine, but it's not mine. I'm creating it for THC to do as they please, and I'm gonna do multiple choruses. I'm gonna do multiple verses that
Cool.
can be interchanged on, or they can completely destroy
But
it
it
and
sounded like you were
remix it.
influenced by an
No,
earlier
man,
song.
I'd be on. Yeah, we're honored, man. That's great, man. Thank you.
I'm influenced by a million songs. When I look at THC, sometimes I see like old school Skid Row mixed with Cinderella. Maybe sometimes I see a little bit of Rat, or I'll see like a little bit of
He's
Wasp.
going
If you remember Wasp,
Yeah,
we
I
were
remember
sexual
Wasp.
people. They were like
I
they were
wanna
awesome though.
be
So I
somebody,
see
be
I see them as
somebody
many different
too.
groups, kind of through the ages, because they have different age levels. Like
Yeah.
their backups or your
A
second
truck
singer
like a
or other
beast.
lead. I don't know what they call it. The guy that does the other, he's on the guitar. I think he
Rhythm,
does like,
rhythm
yeah, he's
guitar.
doing rhythm, and sometimes he
Well, the
sings
thing is,
or
our rhythm
backs you
guitar
up or
plays keyboard too.
right. That's about to say. So he does keyboard as well.
Keyboards.
And so I think in that they,
Keyboards.
THC has the ability to be folky and rocky and kind of like Black Crowsy sometimes, like
I
she
like the
charged
sound.
That's a
I
angels.
very
heard
good
that song
compliment.
Coke. I liked it.
Well,
So
that's
so
I kind of the song "Live It for the Day." That's where I kind of took it from with some of the old school
Oh my God. I
Southern
made a
Music
well,
song.
Harmony
so the
albums
name of the
of Black
song is
Crowes.
Smoking and Token. It's
Okay, smoking
smoking
and
and
token.
token. We're
Oh, Token,
smoking
man.
and token, we're laughing and joking. So pass it around, keep the circle wide open. And this is supposed to be like a cannabis rock anthem that, and I put it together from different things that I've done as well. So I've got other
Cool.
works that like there's shit I don't release because it's terrible, but there's good stuff in it. And sometimes you got to go back and be like, oh my God, that was such a great line. Like the other day, I was writing down a line as I was like, frying our brains with our phones. So no need for hiding, no need for pretending. Funny how the real ones are there in the ending.
I used one AI.
And
I
then
mean, believe it or
you
not,
got
that's where some of the best lyrics are written. I mean, when I'm driving, if something I'm thinking of something just pops in my head, it's real clever. I don't have nothing to write down on. I open my notes on my phone and I just talk into it, jot
I
it
use
down,
AI to do that. I
and
use
you
AI
also
now.
it saves it right there, and that's what a lot of our newer songs have been based on. I've taken stuff that I've written 10
Right,
years
write it
ago.
down when you're
You know?
inspired. Write it down, right?
Yeah, and write it down, and then I've just taken it and we've worked all this stuff out. I mean, like the song "Toke" and "Coming On Strong." I
smoking
sat in
and
my living
toking,
room. I had just the
laughing
riff,
and joking.
and I put it on a loop on both songs, and it was probably about 1:30 in the morning when I'm sitting there and it clicked to me. I mean, sitting there and you're trying to think and think, nothing's coming to you, and then it finally happened.
Did you pull things from different times that you were thinking about music? Did you pull any
Toke?
phrases or right?
No, Toke I didn't. Toke actually, once I got the first verse, it flowed. And
See, that's kind of how
same
this
with
one worked for me, smoking and token, but I'm kind of fine tuning it. Like, it ain't what you own, it ain't what you've done, it's
I
who's
use
still
AI
beside you
I like
when
to use
the
AI
hard
to
days
generate my
come.
lyrics, but the lyrics I
Okay.
generate, I have a book, so I'm like, well, based on this thing in the book, and then it writes all the lyrics, and it's exactly what
See,
I
that's
need.
I
You know?
think you need to put
So
more into it then.
I
I mean,
probably
when I
do.
say
I
that,
probably do.
no, I think
I mean,
because when I told you long form is how I do it,
hmm
I speak to it.
Right.
Not like do this, do that. I speak to it, who I am, what I'm doing.
No. I
I
do that too.
create
I
in
have
such a
instructions.
way. No,
So,
but when you
but
do this, what you get
yeah,
back
but
is so much deeper and
my
so much more than what you're thinking.
So I have instructions and memory built into mine, so it knows who I am. It all my books. It knows what I want. It's almost like reads my mind. And then I just did a song recently called "The Fire of the Stratocaster," and it's like this, and the lyrics are like, "Fire of the Stratocaster. He isn't something master, and he's something in all along." Remember we were talking about this a
Well,
while
I
ago?
mean,
I was going to make a song that's like fire, and well, that was the song I made. That was like, it's just a ridiculous song. Like,
well, I think that sounds lovely. I think it sounds lovely. I think
Fredboard,
but
this
I
is
think
why
I just think in our conversations, and I know how it moves you, but we'll kind of leave it at that. But maybe just jump deeper, like in your descriptive nature of what you're looking for.
Well, I was
Because
making podcasts at some point too. Remember that? I don't know if you
I
remember
do
that.
remember you had that going for a little while. I thought that was
For a little
interesting.
while. I thought it was interesting too.
I was amazed at the early conversation ability, from something that's
That
been
was
AI,
pretty
where the AI has taken it and
It's alive. Like, what is that? And how does AI work? We don't even know. I mean, dude, I do this for a living. I'm a computer scientist, and I've studied some data science, and I understand some things. But how's it
light
working?
one
What's
up,
really
pass
doing?
it around, turn the music up, let me hear the sound. We're smoking, we're toking, we're laughing, we're joking. I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be a hit.
Is it going to be a rap
Because
song?
oh, by
A
far,
country
no,
man.
it's
song?
rock. It's
Rock?
rock.
Okay,
It's
rock.
folky rocky. It's like, look,
Okay.
if country stars can do pop and roll, rock and
I
roll,
mean, look,
rock and
we
roll
do.
can do a little bit of folk.
I mean, our original songs range quite a big difference if you listen to
Head
them.
in the heavens, feet on the
I
ground.
mean, our EP is one thing, and then we have like Shallow Thing. This song we have, Shallow Thing, I always call it a bar love song, but it's about a guy that walks in a
Used to
bar
the strange, the
and he
lost and
sees this
found.
girl. She didn't want to have nothing to do with him. She found out, hey, he is somebody. Now I do. He says, hey,
Well,
Shallow
that's how
Thing,
that
let me
works,
buy you a
right?
drink.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a swing sort. It's got a swing type of beat,
Okay.
you know.
See, I love swing. You know
Um,
who
more like
and who
Shallow
was it? It
Thing,
was
what's on your mind? When I
oh
walk
my god,
in,
I'm
you
trying to remember the
give
name
me
of the
your
group. It was,
time.
okay, I
So
like that.
it's,
Zoot Riot, you remember that? Zoot
oh yeah,
Riot. All
yeah, yeah.
right. And that was that crossover. More like I think that was like
We had the
swing
Stray
pop.
Cats. You had the
Stray
Stray
Cats,
Cats,
that's right.
and they brought rockabilly back,
That's right.
and there's so much
And that's kind
fusion,
of
man. In music, I
I
love,
think
man.
that maybe that's what I'm fusing into. I think that's really interesting. That maybe it's more rockabilly, that
Well, it's funny.
what
I
I'm
mean, my
writing this
first band
for.
I
But
had,
whatever you guys want to do with
Cowboy
it,
and the
though, I
Engines.
mean, I'm just gonna throw words at you.
Well, my first band I had, Cowboy and the Engines, was a
Cowboy Ninjas.
Cowboy and the Engines.
Oh, I thought you like Cowboy Ninjas. I'm
Like,
like, listen, I got
and
a
I'm
group
not
for you now.
talking the politically correctly. I'm talking like car engines. It was a
Cowboy
country
Ninjas.
rock fusion band.
Engines.
So
A
rock
country
and roll
rock
goes with fast
fusion
cars. Yeah, so it was Cowboy and the Engines, and it
Garth
worked
Brooks
pretty
does.
good. I mean, we took country songs and we revved them up like hard rock songs, and
Okay. Okay.
The biker clubs loved it, man. The bikers,
I
man,
bet
they couldn't get enough
honestly,
of it.
because they do the opposite. They're trying to
Yeah.
add rock and roll in, but instead you're speeding them up and you're turning them into,
Oh yeah.
you know, not more of a rock song instead of like a pop rock. But you're like, let's be rock and roll, and let's take this country song, you know. Every
Yeah, we just want to try something new, you know.
Front porch bright as the crack of dawn.
Mhm.
Front lights look like a runaway.
And now the horticulture is more of a alternative rock, a little bit of southern rock in it.
Okay,
I guess kind of.
That's
Yeah, kind of like the Black Crowes a little bit, but a little
that's
bit
what I'm
like.
saying. I see you guys as a little bit of a fusion. And if you haven't seen them in live, they've got a bunch of things coming up. I showed it a moment ago. There's a post on,
That.
if you look up the Horde of Culture on Facebook, it'll come up, or Bradley Garrison. Bradley, I don't know if you got it on yours, Cowboy, but I know he had it on his. It was one of his.
Go right to the Horde of Cold. Yeah, it's on our site too.
All right, go to there. It's like, don't leave Bradley alone. Listen, he's got enough problems. He is juggling so many different. No, I don't know.
Bradley's awesome, man. Let me tell you, he's the heartbeat of the band as far as the amazing drummer. He's actually this weekend he's doing a Neil Diamond show over in DeLand. Every year he goes over there and does it at the Athens Theater. He used to be in a Kiss tribute band and a Neil Diamond tribute band.
That's pretty cool.
And
Coming to America.
He's definitely a rockin' hippie, man. He knows how to rock it out, and the guy's fearless. I mean, the job he has, Ears, man, is such a great place
with wild animals.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
Yeah,
so he seems like somebody. Has anybody done a little documentary out there? You know, about maybe his journey into becoming the American version of what was that guy? The Australian. The Aussie, like, oh, what was his name? I love that guy too, and he died in such a. What was it?
Yeah, Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin, I loved him.
Yeah.
I thought he was so honest, so authentic, so real, just a good dad and a crazy idiot with the gaitas. I'm gonna the rest of this guy.
What's crazy is 30 years ago, I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, and Bradley lived maybe 25 minutes from my house. And we wound up here, and now he's my drummer. Tell me that's not weird.
Right. Wait a second. I got to quickly address this. I just saw it. I looked over. Nick, he just said goodnight. I don't know how long ago, but 3 minutes ago. But listen, Nick, if you're still there, I just looked over and he goes, I have pet rats now. I got rid of the dogs. Sometimes you got to live for the day. That sounded like, that actor, like, sometimes you got to live for the day. You know who I'm talking about? I watched him recently as a vampire-looking guy in a ping pong movie. Balls up. No, it was hysterical. It was so funny. I mean, I was pretty high, but it was funny. And what's his name? I love him.
Talking about we need more cowbell, right?
Yes.
Hey, look, guys, I think it's really great that you did this. But you're going to need a little more cowbell there. You're going to want the cowbell.
Christopher Walking. Let me tell you something. He's got such an original style about him. He's so original. By the way, quickly, Nick, I want to say those are like lyrics to a song. I've got pet rats. I got rid of my dogs. Sometimes you gotta live for the day. Good night. I don't know. I'm gonna figure some shit out there.
Does anybody out there remember Joe's apartment
with the cockroaches?
Yes. Now that was stop motion photography.
That was fantastic. Or was that AI? Well, that's really interesting. No, that back then there was no AI.
I didn't think so. That's all stop motion.
All of that was stop motion and painstakingly
with real roaches.
Yes.
These people, these fucking writers on LinkedIn think they think that these writers, they're writers, and they
I think
they're like
Chris
writing
is
on
bothered.
papyrus with gold twill thing. Oh, my writing. Let us not imagine the separation of minds in my skills of writing and Shakespearean theater. I mean, these fucking people really fucking fool themselves. I mean,
Wow, it's only how I think it's only. Don't let it get to you.
I'm scrolling through the feed, and they're, I'm executive writer. Oh, my writing is. You ever post a fucking video? Oh, video. Oh, how do you even do that? Oh, like to me, writing is low effort. You're just opening the thing up, and you're like, I farted today, and the sun came out.
Stop and think about this. What is most needed in film right now? The movie industry right now is just in the crapper, man. They're not putting out stuff like they used to.
Yes.
Right.
No. There's no
Same
story.
with TV.
There's no
It's
vibe.
like,
There's no nothing to follow. It's just action. Even if it's love. It's love. It's over love or over action.
How many Sharknadoes do you need? You know how many?
I think you need a lot. Sharknado's serious, and the cocaine bear. Sharknado is fucking serious, and then
out of this, okay?
And the bear. Look, the cocaine bear. No, we need.
That
we need
great.
a cocaine bear too. We need to do a reboot of that. Also, it was Cocaine Shark. So it was Cocaine Shark.
Okay,
well, remember there was one with what was his name?
They can't come up with any creative ideas. I mean,
no, there isn't. You're right. There's nothing creative anymore, and they're just look. I watched it again last night or the other night. It was Total Recall. No, not Total Recall. The Running Man. This Running Man.
Right.
I don't understand how people would watch a 30-day show of somebody being chased. And what a short show where you get segments of something.
What is that?
Well, I think they should have done it as a one-night game like they originally had it. Right. This person has to survive through the gauntlet, and I'm so upset that they took that story away. Now, what they made, they actually could have created into a whole nother movie. Just so you know. And not made it The Running Man. Okay, they could have turned it into like one of those
something else. They could have just said on the run or something.
I think The Running Man was not done with justice. Right. Because they had him go down the chute, right? But
so you've noticed the crappiness of the art. So yeah, I mean, if you look
but it went into a room and then they go quietly into the night. That's not Running Man. You go down the chute, you get hurt, and then you get the shit beat out of you by the punks.
Nothing to do with the thing. It was like the Total Recall too. Like that one, I know. Like I saw. Like
no, I'm still upset about that.
Little cage car, man, shoot you down the tube.
Right. And that was genius stuff back then, yo.
Right.
I mean, look, they were miles ahead. Because you look now, and people don't get excited about movies anymore.
I watched
so Running Man.
I watched Death Race 2000 when I was a young kid.
Yes.
You know, back in the
Death
70s.
Race was awesome.
And
I watched the original with Mel Gibson, the original post-apocalyptic
Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I don't think it was called Mad Max yet.
You know, he fucking goes mad too. You know,
It was Mad. It was first was Mad Max, and then you had Road Warrior.
Road Warrior, that's right. And Road Warrior, that was deep. Let me tell you, that was like a defining movie right there. And how they've even fucked that up a little bit.
The main bad guy in Mad Max, the original, his name is Vernon Wells, and he is remember that movie Commando?
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was he played such a great role, and it's like nobody knew this guy.
And he's like, your pissant soldiers make me laugh.
But he has what is he like? He's got an accent.
He's Australian. He's Australian. But
is he?
Same guy.
I could swear he had it. I've seen him in different things too, and there's been
he's in like 100 different movies, dude.
But a lot of B films. He's more of a B actor.
He's a B video actor.
He is, but you know something? Some of those actors have been amazing, and I've grown up on them as much as I've grown up on A-list actors.
He did a radio play where he is Captain Nemo. And they were trying to make it into a film. That would be so good to see that guy's a hero, like a good guy. Like
was he in Blade Runner?
No, that was Rutger Hauer. But Rucker Hauer is in a lot of things too. The HBO series, blah, 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 with Rucker Hauer. You know?
No, I mean, I don't know the original.
Rucker Hauer stars, and 1,000 Days in Atlanta.
Harrison Ford was in Blade Runner.
Okay,
for sure.
but who is the robot? No, it was what's his name? Okay, my bad. I'm not seeing the blonde hair. All of a sudden, I saw the blonde hair. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and the woman was like Sean something. I forget her name.
Let me tell you something. Right then, they were addressing AI,
They were.
automated intelligence that becomes real, that has emotion. That what now differentiates you between having emotion.
Right.
So is it right that somebody's going and destroying them and killing them or knocking them out because they just want to be real? They just want to be authentic. They just want to find out who they are. And that's kind of what we were talking about tonight, which is so weird that our conversation morphs into this. But here we go. Here we go. Look at Blade Runner. Is it right?
That would look like AI.
What's that?
Is it possible I can train myself to speak like an artificial intelligence? The myriad of options that would be available.
So I mean, look, but that's the thing. So we normalize it. Is it something that?
Yeah, but back then when that movie was made, they weren't using that. A lot of that stuff is small scale, like Star Wars was.
Yeah,
and they put lighting and stuff like that into it.
No, they weren't using AI. No, what I'm talking about is they were addressing in a movie something.
I got you.
Something that we're just now dealing with in our actual society,
3D
where
graphics
our possibility. Well, absolutely, and the two are joining in together, and
they're trying to join them together.
So look at Blade Runner, and look at the society of people you don't know, and people don't ask necessarily.
Battlestar Galactica, the new one.
Well, think about this. Like back in the 40s and stuff, 30s with Dick Tracy.
Yeah, with
he had a flying machine that he rode on, and he had basically the first Apple Watch.
Okay, look at Hasselhoff in Knight Rider, and his vehicle was enabled by basically AI.
Yeah, exactly.
This was an early AI representation.
To operate against the law.
Right. So I mean, it's been introduced to us way before we ever saw it.
Whoa, way before.
Oh, yeah.
All the little routines and everything.
Right.
As a kid and everything.
Right, as you watched as a kid and you started learning.
Talk a computer in the
Dick Tracy had the watch where he could see you and you could see him, which was so weird that you could see him, but you don't have his watch, and you had a regular phone. I don't know how the hell that worked, but he had a phone watch, and now we have phone watches.
Right.
I mean, we've gone and replicated almost what we've grown up watching in the cartoons.
Even our kids, because I'm old school, man. But I mean, I can get on the computer. I work on one all day, but I do estimates, and I can get on my home computer and do the basics. I can go through it. I know what I'm rolling through, but I'm not a professional. Now, my 14-year-old son, Jesus Christ, he's sitting there and he's doing all this stuff, and it's like, how do you learn this? And it's the that's the culture we're in now.
That's the culture, and they pick it up very quickly. Well, and look, same with my daughter. She was actually showing me how to connect YouTube to another television or from the phone to a TV to show what I'm looking at.
That is what the story is.
My son's 9th grade, and he's doing 11th grade algebra or geometry, and
that's the thing, they're understanding, but they're also missing something big. But I'm glad you said that, but they're also missing something big.
Right.
Look, they are stuck in a civilization that is judging them, that is putting them into a box, that is
jobs, the job market,
that is labeling them, enabling and labeling. It is exposing them to way too much. I mean, we had to watch TV with bars to see a boob. It had to be like, zzz, and you're like, oh my God, I saw something.
I mean,
I saw it. Everyone's like, did you? Like, hey, come here. And then all stand around.
I had HBO.
You remember that? And then the fuzz of the cable channel that we weren't subscribing to.
Yeah.
Was like, zzz, and we're like, if you look, move your head with it. and everybody like, oh my God, I think I see
No,
what you're
it comes
saying. I'm like,
clear.
I
Once in a
know.
while, it'll like be clear for like 1 second, and you're like, what? And you're like, wow.
Right. So no, exactly, and that's
great.
Now you just
So-
like, I
That's
know,
old
one
school,
generation,
brother.
you know,
well, right. I mean, they're exposed to the entire world right now. So
Yeah.
kids are growing up incredibly fast. Their understanding of their environment, of who they are and who they're trying to be. I mean, we live in an overly woke world.
well,
We
And
were
not at the
told to
same
go
time.
outside and not come back till the light comes on.
Right. But we grew up
I mean-
tougher. We drank from
Oh,
the
yeah.
faucet and we got cancers. We were tough. We were like partly
we had
radioactive.
jungle gyms made of like
Right. Oh
metal
God, the jungle
bars,
gyms were
and
terrible.
kids would
And we
get
would
hurt
cut.
every day, and it was,
Right.
you don't
Every
touch
day
the
I'd be
jungle gym.
more
Oh,
hurt than I
kids
was
got
the day
hurt.
before. You're right. You're right, Chris.
I
Look,
just heard a
that's
story recently about
Let's play lawn darts.
elderly
Oh,
people.
shit.
Every time elderly people over a certain age get a vaccine, there's definitely like 0-day folks that just drop dead that day, like from like because they're old and frail.
where did you go?
and the vaccine-
How did you get there? How did you do that just now? He's like, look, we're gonna kill off some people. But wait, before you kill off anybody, lawn darts.
No, these are just
It-
things I heard. Like, in the downstream of social
No,
media.
lawn darts. Listen, I didn't want Cowboy
Lawn
said it, and I
darts.
didn't want to forget it. Do you remember lawn darts? Does anybody remember lawn darts? I remember
Yes.
playing this game almost religiously. Look, growing up in Chicago, growing up in Texas, in Houston. So from Chicago to Texas, you learn. I went from New York to Chicago to Houston. You know, that's
They changed lawn darts to something else. You know.
no, I don't. They took those away.
Yeah.
There were so many
Yeah.
deaths, so many
Oh, yeah.
injuries. I remember standing downhill, and the people were like at an incline, and they threw the dart, and the dart goes up, and it arcs, and it comes down, and
Yeah,
boom,
fuckers
into the
coming
ground.
right at you,
And
yeah.
it was a dart this big,
Right.
pointy tip,
Right.
Oh
and
yeah.
it was weighted.
steel.
It's steel, and it was weighted.
Right. It was
Enough
rated
to
at
where
every
if it
weapon, yeah.
pierced you, it would go through, I think, a little bit.
And there was always that
Holy
one
shit.
person that would wait till everybody was around, then he'd throw it straight in the air.
Right? Holy shit. I remember. And as kids, you're like, oh, and the parents are like, maybe step back a little bit, maybe. You know, or it would come like right in front of you and everybody would be like, ah! I mean, like, it almost hit you. It almost hit me. It could have hit me. It could have
Could've
changed
taken
my
your eye
entire
out.
life right there. My entire life could have changed. So
Yeah.
that was early growing up. We grew up tough. We didn't get all the frivolities that society gets right now. I don't know why we started talking about that. How old we are now. I don't even know what
We know so much more now than we did then.
we do. I mean, but lawn darts, that's interesting.
we
I'm
grew up
I'm
street
reminiscing on that.
Seriously, I mean, we grew up street smart back then.
We
I
did.
mean, in those days, you were outside more. You had more environment. What was going on around you? Now
We
it's
shot
in.
each other with
like
BB
you
guns.
said, a
We
box.
just wore goggles. I
Yeah.
mean, we shot at each other with BB
Right, like
guns.
12-year-old kids walk around the neighborhood and the neighbors calling, oh, your kids are wandering around.
We wrestled in the front yards.
Like,
You know, like we beat the snot out of each other, and
Yeah.
we learned to hold your own in the
Yeah, you
neighborhood.
did.
I should have learned to hold my own a little bit more than I did.
Oh man,
I
it's
got bullied
like
a little
people
bit.
don't know life until you've been in a fight, and then maybe another fight, and maybe a few more fights. And that's fights either you start, fights that you help, fights that you protect. Life has many different types of fights, and getting hit. That's a lesson you can't teach anybody.
I was too smart for my own good, like, because I was reading.
Well, you
parts of
can, I
books
guess.
That I wasn't supposed
I guess
to
you
read.
can teach somebody that lesson. You were too smart for your own good.
I was too smart for my own good. Like, I'm reading the Constitution and stuff, and it says here I can say whatever I want, freedom of speech. And the teacher's like,
Not in this school, or I got that.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, but it says right here I can see all these words in the dictionary. Fuck, shit, bitch. Like, all the bad words are in the dictionary too.
I kind of enjoy watching those. Actually, just talk about, which is weird. You know those? I don't know if you've seen them on the Instagrams or the YouTubes or the shorts, where you've got these constitutional amendment people that are going with the camera, and I love watching them. I applaud them for the work they're doing.
Oh, the flop cameras?
No, these guys go out with cameras. They wear masks on their face.
Yeah.
And they just walk around videotaping shit. And so the cops are usually called on them, and the cops come out and they're like, the cops are like, look, we're going to do this, do that. He goes, no, you're not. I'm in public. You know, here's my rights. I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, right.
It's in your, why don't you look it up on your phone before you make a big mistake. But if you do make a mistake, I'm letting you know that I'm going to sue you. You will lose your immunity,
That's right.
and I'm going to win. And I got a great lawyer that's ready to rock and roll. So you want to arrest me? I'm ready to go. You know, are you detaining me? Are you detaining me? No, because I didn't do shit.
You
don't get
want
my
criminal,
ID. Get the fuck
you
out
don't
of
want
here. I
criminal
mean,
charges of any kind, even misdemeanor criminal, because a trial will cost you $17,000.
well, I think
$3,000,
the police need to be checked.
Money wise,
I think our police need to at least be checked. They need to remember there are laws that they're not necessarily paying attention to. And,
They're not
we
Judge
as the
Dredd.
people, what's that?
So they're not Judge Dredd.
But
You know,
they act that way. In Ocala,
I
they
know.
act like that. The
And that's
Ocala
what I'm
cops think
saying.
they're Judge Dredd. And if you haven't watched that movie, great movie. The original, not the remake. The remake's all right, but it doesn't have the same flavor. Stallone killed the role. Stallone did such a damn good job. I love Stallone. Excellent work. No, seriously, as Judge Dredd, one of his, I can't do my Stallone. Listen, I still think
you guys, you know, you did the bad things to these people.
No, he did. You know something? He did really good. He did really good.
You know?
As Judge Dredd, he's the best. Let me tell you something. He's the best one.
Yeah,
the others that they brought into the game, there's no personality.
Yeah.
The new Judge Dredd or whatever, Dredd.
I saw the new one too. Yeah.
It bored the shit out of me. There's no personality. You can blow shit up. You can act like a cool bad guy, and I think the chick, I can't remember her name. Cool bad guy though. Loved it. I think she did a great job as a bad person. But yeah, no, you're right. You were talking about it earlier. Movies are not the same, and I am disappointed. I'm disappointed because I want Total Recall, the original. You know, I want Running Man, the original. I want these house party films. I want stuff that weird science. You know,
well, see,
computer graphics is bad. You know,
Porky's.
Yeah.
Anybody remember Porky's?
Yeah.
Hysterical shit to grow up watching.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in the movie theaters. My father was a projectionist. He was with the union and projectionist.
Really?
And
that's cool.
Yeah, so I grew up in the theaters all my life. That was my first job as an usher.
Oh,
if people even
That
remember
is-
what those were.
Holy shit! What year? What year?
Under the seats and all.
What year?
That was 85, 86.
1985, people. Let me tell you, that was a great year. That was a great year.
Yeah. Oh man, I had some crazy
87, it
time.
was like 88. Oh my god, it was crazy.
I
times.
worked
Holy shit.
at the largest theater they had in the southeast down in Dadeland, Miami, South, like Coral Gables
And
area.
back in those days, in the 80s, the movie theaters was the biggest thing to go to.
And
That's
people
what
would throw
everybody
their
did.
trash
They
away.
hang out in the parking lot. They go to the movies.
They would
Great
throw their
place
trash
to
out
party
the-
in too. When everybody would leave, we used to. That's when laser tag came out, and this theater held like 600 people, and it had a balcony that held like 300.
Wow.
And so we'd control the lights, we'd turn the music on, play laser tag in there.
Nice.
You know, talky-talk a
Look.
little bit.
Look, the stories that Cowboy has been through. I mean, look, his face is on the money that's used in
License to Kill.
License to
And
Kill.
Miami Vice.
007,
Yeah, Miami
License to
Vice.
Kill. His face
And Miami Vice, the TV show.
and the TV show Miami Vice.
Yeah.
So they
I'll try
reused
and
his
find
money.
some.
So they reused that money. Like, what do they find it? And they're like, shit, let's use this money.
Dude, I printed boxes and boxes of paper, and it was a vellum paper, so it'd feel like money. And we printed a whole pallet full.
Holy
Because in
shit.
the movie, if you're watching the movie, there's a scene when they're loading the seaplane with the money out of the submarine. When they take off, and he's climbing in the seaplane, the money's flying everywhere. And a piece of it sticks to his face. You can pause it and actually see my face in the money.
Your face on License to Kill and James Bond.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The money. Okay.
That's
I'll bring
right.
some. I'll look for it. It's in one of my boxes in the house. I'll find some
That is
and take it out.
hysterical. If
So
you
there
find
are
it, I'd love to
cat
see this. That is
We
so
did,
funny. And it's in Miami
did-
Vice.
There
So.
are
Yeah,
cat
Miami
companies that make that money.
I did,
But Cowboy is in our subculture, and it's like you knew him before you knew him. So I think that should go viral. I think if you have do you have a still frame? We got to find a still frame of that.
Somewhere I still have a full 8.5 by 11 sheet that's got the layout, which is the backside and the front.
Like real money too.
You should frame that
Oh
shit.
yeah, the whole front looks totally real, but where the banner that says the United States, it says for motion picture use only.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got my signature on it and everything.
They have
But that is hysterical.
Money
And
online,
hey, you know what? That was before AI or Photoshop. That was
right,
all.
because look, Chris was just talking about they've got this thing online where you can send your face, you can do your face, and have your face put in the money, and it looks very realistic. And
Oh yeah, not
AI
me. It was
thing,
all him. Now the photo I did, it's kind of funny because when they brought me the artwork, it had like this sailor captain from like the 50s. And I'm like, that doesn't look good. I said, can I work on this? And they said, yeah, make it look good. So what I did was I took a photo of Jackson on the bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I actually sat there and cut out his face, put my driver's license photo face in it from behind, and then etched in with an etching pencil. I etched in the sideburns and all to make myself look like Jackson, and it looks pretty damn good.
That's hysterical. So if we can ever find this, that's gonna be great. I'd love to see that.
Well,
that's the
one
story.
I have.
Cowboy's got a bunch of them, by the way. He's been integrated into, through the years. And look, the '80s were great. The early '90s were freaking fantastic.
Dude, I'm a renaissance man. That's what I am, dude. I've done all so much, man, because I've been blessed in my life, dude. And I mean, before I had kids, I was skydiving. I was doing all kinds of stuff, man, living life. And now I'm age now. I'm still out rocking and rolling, but I'm not doing those crazy things. I have responsibilities now, so
that's one thing that scares the shit out of me. Skydiving.
And I've been really blessed to be in those spots where because the print shop I worked at was right next to the University of Miami, and so I used to see Jimmy Johnson all the time. He'd be out jogging. This is before he went to Dallas and had his whole super career. So all these people I watched all kind of go around me, and we did Costa Rican license plates for 21 Jump Street. They were filming that in Coconut Grove. It was pretty fun, man. I mean, and at the time, I'm 18, 19 years old. So
and you don't realize how these stories are going to even impact you as the years go by. How it's like these became great shows or famous shows, and and it's like hey, those license plates, I did those. That money, look, my face, my face.
I hung out in Gainesville, Florida, back in the early '90s.
So the Tom Petty era.
It was amazing. I mean, that's when I hung out met River Phoenix 3 or 4 times. We hung out and did mushrooms.
That's right. Wow, that was
and he was just cool.
That was interesting,
man. It was a really cool crowd back then. Sister Hazel was just a local,
holy shit,
local band. I saw them all the time playing the local bars and stuff down there. So, but
and I think
now
it was live. The group live.
High rises and
lightning crashes. I don't know if you remember. Lightning crashes and no mother cries. Group was called Live, Live.
Yeah, Live.
Or Live.
Yeah.
Live. I thought they were fantastic. and somehow they just disappeared.
Yeah.
That was one of those groups that,
Well,
the Water's Edge. They had some really really crazy deep stuff.
well, that's why I always tell myself, all I care, I love putting my music out there. I just want that one hit to hit. That's all I need. Something that's timeless. I mean, when I'm speaking timeless, I'm thinking like the Eagles, Hotel California. You can play that in any culture around the world, and people just go crazy.
Cool wind in my hair. Right, but you're
it's
right.
out there.
Something like that, where
I gotta find
these words
it's under,
pick up, and yeah. No, I agree. It's like Crazy Train, or that one song that you say the word and people are like, yes, because it becomes part of culture.
I mean, you can see it. You can see it in the crowds when you're playing a certain song. People are okay. They're listening to it and all, enjoying it. But then you play that next song, like Highway to Hell or something, and boom, their whole attitude changes. And that's one of the coolest things to watch from the stage, because there's nothing better than seeing the excitement people get, and you see 30 or 40 people come out and they start dancing in front of you and kind of letting loose. And it's a good feeling. So that's what I'm talking about for living for the day. I mean, you got to be out there every day living it.
True.
Living
as for
much
the day.
as I hate my job, I love my life.
And it helps you be who you really want to be.
Yeah.
And that's something, and that's about authenticity. That's searching for who you are, not who you're programmed to be. And I see Cowboy as somebody who's kind of broken from that regular matrix of life. I mean, he works the job, but he's not the job, and outside of the job, he's this rock star, and he's on this stage and people are seeing him in the light he wants to be seen. But he's living for the day. He's living every single day. He's loving it. He's enjoying it. He's living like tomorrow isn't promised, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And
I don't surround myself with negative, man. Negative.
I want to help you. Listen, maybe I can help you write this one hit. I've got segments that are excellent. Like, we don't talk like we used to. We don't bullshit as much. We learned who disappears when the road gets rough. I mean, there's like some really great boom, boom, boom. And I do it kind of like, I wish I can get almost like, okay. My brain just melted down. I can't even give you the artist. Like, the artist is, everything's on the tip of my tongue. Even the song itself, completely meltdown.
What time era?
Complete meltdown, people. 90s, mid 90s.
Alternative rock.
Dude ended up fucking himself up on heroin.
Nirvana?
No, not Nirvana.
Chris Soundgarden?
No, even though
I can name all of them. They were all hooked up on heroin.
They were all not
Pearl
as
Jam?
powerful as your Soundgarden or Audio Slave. Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh yeah, STP, man.
Oh my God. I was like, oh, that was exhausting. I was like, it obviously is not in my brain. I had to be tuning in somewhere. And as you were talking, I'm like, there we go.
Yeah, I love STP. They're great.
STP was fantastic. So I worked at a club where, what's his name, used to hang out constantly right by my DJ booth. And I can't remember the name of it was in Houston. It was an adult club, people. Was it Centerfolds? I can't remember. I was a DJ there I was DJ everywhere. But what's his name? Lead singer of STP. God, he used to spend so much money, and he was so fucked up. Drank so much, partied so incredibly hard. And I can't remember his name right now, and I know his name. and I can't.
I can't think of it.
It'll pop to me in a second. But also super cool individual. But yeah, talking about grow up and the
Scott
music.
Weiland.
Yes.
Yeah, Scott, yeah. That's it.
I will do it someday.
You know, going back, that music
Yeah, it's different
defined
for the
me
time,
in a
yeah.
generation. You know, I was angry at the world, and that music was angry at the world. You know, like he just did. It was I am.
I am something I said yesterday.
They were declaring like revolution almost.
I get that
I'm
confused.
telling you,
with
music.
other bands.
It wasn't hard rock, and it wasn't folk. It wasn't soft or pop. It was this alternative.
Is that the same band? Who's the other band? Jeremy Scowlin.
No, different band.
Pearl
Totally different. And of course, what was it also? Alice in Chains. Loved some Alice in Chains.
No, we do a lot of Alice in Chains. We do a lot of Alice in Chains. That's one of our favorites.
Yeah, here you got. Actually, I remember you got last time you guys were doing a few, and that.
Yeah, we just added Nutshell in there, and that's
Awesome
one of my favorites. That's such a great
Man
song.
in a Box.
Yep.
Just some great
We
songs.
do Velvet Revolver as well.
Love
do that.
Have you ever done Staring Down the Barrel of a 45? I mean,
that's,
Velvet Revolver. That's Velvet Revolver.
Yeah.
Staring Down the Barrel of a 45. And I want to say
I ain't heard that forever.
And that is an incredible song. Look, there are certain songs that bands do that just make them stand out. And back in our days in the mid 90s, like that was a big deal because there were a lot of one-hit wonders.
Oh,
and the ones that really stood out had a style.
Well, like with Alice in Chains, I didn't know who they were. I actually was I won a CD off the radio station from UF. And I was like, what the hell is this? It was the Singles. Remember the movie Singles?
Yeah.
And the whole movie was about the grunge culture. And I started listening to it. I was like, oh, that was the one song that really snapped. The whole album is really good, but that's the song that really kicked out. And I didn't hear it again for like 10 years. And I was like, wow. And then it came really strong. People were really, it like jumped out of nowhere. You know, it went kind of dormant for 10 years. And it came back. And a lot of people love it.
It came back.
Which is Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there was some, that's what I'm saying. That's, to me, that was some of the greatest music of a generation. And I think a lot of what people are listening to, they don't realize that it was birthed out of the alternative rock era. Like even 9 Inch Nails, head like a hole, black as your soul. I'd rather die than to give you control.
What was the band where they had the meat crawling through the tubes? What was that one?
I was just thinking Front 242.
What was it?
It was Tool.
Tool?
Yeah, Tool.
Yeah, they're pretty
I
freaky.
think that was some of the angriest music of a generation, though. Look at Fred Durst. Look, he's still out there, and you know he might need to stop touring. He might just he needs a vacation. He looks like the road could be tough. You know, it looks like
I'm going to tell you, man. I kind of feel sorry for the guy because I don't really think he understands. I mean, his Corey Feldman. Man, he is
so that was a joke for him. Look, he is a very cynical, satirical kind of person, and I mean, he used Corey Feldman as a joke, and even when he had him do that solo, which was so hysterical.
Oh my god!
Well, okay, so he's like, Chris was like, what are we talking about? So Corey Feldman has a band.
Oh, okay.
And Fred Durst was on tour and had Corey Feldman open up on tour for him. And so there's a point in Corey's opening where he's doing a solo on a guitar. And it clearly looks as though he's not doing the solo on the guitar.
Right.
And that he is
miming
the incredible
No,
guitar work.
he wasn't really miming it. I think
He was
the
going
problem,
along with something
he
else
was
because
he was just making his own sounds.
right. He was just making his own sounds, kind of like jamming a little bit, like you do.
right.
But you do a
Just
much
a
better
little
version
more,
of it.
just smashing it around.
Well, yours is a much cleaner, much more practiced version,
Right.
as opposed to his fiddly tiddling
Right,
on the
right.
fretboard of the
Like,
guitar.
like a kid in Guitar Center would do, you know.
So there was all this shit on the internet where they're making fun of him, and so Fred Durst during the concert, he was like, wait, he came out and he's like, wait. He like stopped his music. It's like he made such a joke of him, and so anyways, he took him. He goes, come here. He grabbed the seat
even more, right?
He grabbed a seat and he goes, I'm going to sit right in front of him and show y'all. I'm going to watch. It's going to be him. You're going to see he's going to do it for you live right now. And so he fucking stopped the music, stopped Corey's show. And he's like, all right, let's go. And it's like, and Corey's like, and it's like they probably rehearsed this. And Corey was like, yeah. You know, I can't toss shit. My neck hurts.
Oh.
He tossed his hair, and he was like, "Yeah, I got this." And he's like, brought out his guitar, and he did exactly what you're talking about, kind of like a. It was hysterical. Like he just started to learn how to play guitar. Right, and it wasn't even that smooth, and it was like a one note. I'm like, okay, and then it was very rough. It's like he just learned. I'm telling you, he just took a video class.
For me, it was the Troy Grady Kraken series and the alternate picking.
You've picked it up, and you've turned that. So you've turned your Malmsteen, Ormsteen, Ookie Bookie.
The fretting is like touching things like a keyboard. You're like, that's the easy part. This is where all the.
I don't even know what the hell we're talking about anymore. Oh shit, we're past 3 hours, and people, that is my cue. I've learned.
I gotta go too.
I've learned. I get to a point. It's Wednesday. I've got a busy day tomorrow. I can't be up that late tonight. Like I can't do it. I still there's still stuff to talk about. There's stuff we haven't even gotten to, and that's what highly motivated is. We don't have to get to it. If we don't get to it, we'll do it the next episode. You know, if we don't talk about something, we'll talk about it later. That's a smoke sesh. You hang out, you talk about everything that comes to mind, and don't force it. Let it become what it's going to become. That's highly motivated. We don't force it.
How we throw ideas around, you know, and try not to be political.
And thank you, Chris. Thank you, Cowboy, this evening. Thank you, Gavin, and his lovely cinematics and phone work that he did. He cut out at some point when the phone dropped.
Yeah, Rob.
And Rob Harmon and East Coast Visual Media, Major Nugs, Major Ganji. I mean, this right here, the ladies like the tight pants and his hip shake. I don't know. I was just reading East Coast comment about Corey Feldman. I don't know. I think he's just a joke. I think at this point, he's kind of like, you laugh at him and with him.
But you know what? He's laughing his way to the bank because he's in all these Comic-Cons.
You laugh at him, you laugh with him.
Yeah, people are lining up. We grew up with him, man. I mean, I feel sorry for him to see him do some of the stuff he's doing, but
I wish he would have moved on beyond the Michael Jackson persona. I mean, I loved him, but he took on the whole Michael Jackson thing, and he ended up living it.
Yeah,
you know, that persona. And he did it for a long. Even now, doing what he's doing, it's like he's Michael Jackson in the back of his head.
Right. Right.
And you know, I think Corey and the two Coreys was like Lost Boys. You watch Lost Boys, that is a great movie. You watch.
I remember that. Yeah.
You watch, what is it? Goonies.
Yeah.
Goonies.
No, great movie.
Goonies. Yes. Haven't watched Goonies.
Believe it or not, about 3 months ago, me and my wife went down to Disney, and we're staying on site, and they had an auction, and they had an actual, I think it's 18 by 18 or 20 by 20, really done up nice actual photo of Mikey in the attic with the gold coin, and it's
Like
signed
that.
by Sean Astin.
Really?
This is Mike.
Well,
Yeah,
that's pretty neat.
and
That's pretty neat.
and the Goonies is 3-dimensional with the matting they did, and hell, I won the auction.
Did you?
Yeah, so it was pretty
so you
cool,
got
man.
it? You got the one
Yeah,
where
I
he's
got
holding
it.
the coin and
Yeah, where he's
pretty
holding the
cool.
coin. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool to have his signature.
It was one of my
something.
favorite movies growing up as a kid. I think it's underrated because
Well,
the
he's the
fun
head of the
factor
Actors Guild, the president of it now.
is he
Yeah,
really? What a
Yeah.
wild beginning, and look
Yeah,
where he
he-
is
he-
now in his career,
Mhm.
head of the Actors Guild. So
Yeah. Well, look at his dad. His dad was Gomez from the Addams Family.
was it really?
Yeah,
That's interesting. That
Yeah.
is rather interesting. Well, you know, a lot of these
Ask him.
actors, they get their starts because their parents were in the industry. And it really, look, when it came to acting, it's all about who you know. I know that. I had a lot of great opportunities that I fucked up. When I was younger, I was an idiot. I can admit that now. I mean, I was stupid. I was so stupid. Holy shit. So freaking stupid. There is no excuse. There is no excuse for the stupidity and the amount of opportunities that I screwed up. Totally screwed up. Not even a little bit screwed up. Yeah. Anyways, okay.
Hey, you guys, I gotta go. Much love to everybody out there. Thank you for having me on, and
thank you, Cowboy, and thank you,
have
Professor.
a great week. I'll see you Friday.
All right, guys.
Friday, I know.
Later,
it's like
y'all.
right around the corner. Now, tonight, if
Yep.
you feel like it, people, go outside. Go outside. It's the peak right now, this time from 11 to like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, we're gonna go
You're going
check
to
it
see
out.
like 60 plus meteors or shooting stars per hour. And tonight is also the darkest night because it's the new moon or the reset. So tonight it's a big plus.
I'm
And
gonna go
hopefully
check
it's
that
clear
out.
in your skies. 'Cause I heard
Oh,
rain
yeah,
a little
we'll
while
go.
ago. That was some crazy shit.
I'm gonna jump in the pool, man. Turn the lights off.
Oh wow, that'll be cool. That'll be pretty
You
neat.
guys have a great night. Much love to everybody.
Good night,
Peace.
everybody.
All right, bye, guys.
Good night. Just remember, look, this show, that's what it is. This is community. This is people getting together. It's a talk. It's a chit chat. It's East Coast Visual Media. Thank you for coming as always, Major Ganji, Major Nugs, and the Ganji family. And again, we had it posted. Where is it? Let me just see if I can find it. This right here. You know, the Discord. If you would like to be a part of the Ganji family, be your own Ganji. We are ever evolving and changing, and the conversation beyond the show is on the Discord because there's pictures, there's education, there's just, you know, we're forming it more as a good talking place for the community. And if I don't have a live show, there is a speaker where everybody can talk and kind of be on like a giant speakerphone call, like an audio Zoom of sorts on the Discord. But again, I am blessed to have such an incredible show, incredible people, and great support to continue doing this. We're over 250 episodes, and actually, I think we were either on it or pretty close on Independence, on the 250th of America. We had 250 episodes of Highly Motivated with Oraganji. So, of one form or another. If you want to watch the older podcasts of Highly Motivated, YouTube, go to the YouTube, the Oraganji YouTube. I'm too high. Go to the Oraganji YouTube, and you can go to under Oraganji, under the page, go to podcasts, click on podcasts, and you can go back 250 plus episodes now of this show and its evolution and its change. I used to be more organized when I used to do this for Dualistic Unity. I did an advertising podcast where I advertised their show. So mine was like a pre-show to the big show, and or like an advertising show for their show, and it really it was a very interesting show, talking about life and the dualistic nature of it. So, but I felt like, so I started my podcast or theirs, as an advertising thing, for them. But because of it, this was born. I formed Oraganji I was already Oraganji. I was a can evangelist, as I put it, bringing the good word of weed. This was part of me finding me. I mean, I don't attach on the cannabis and say, it's everything that I am. But because I enjoy it and love it and teach it and make tea from it and eat it raw and see the medical benefits and teach the medical benefits, and I rap about it and I sing about it and I think about it and I dream about it as part of society, as fuel, as paper and clothing and rope and holy shit, so many things, superfood, super medicine, super wonderment. It becomes part of my life because it's a passion and I love it. If I love it, I truly love it. I don't give a shit what people think of me. I want them to see the benefit of using something better, using something that Earth will thank you for, as opposed to the shit that we poison her with. So this show, it was birthed out of that, and everything for a reason. Everything for a reason. And it's really, it started where I had to believe in myself. I had to believe that I was capable of so much more, which I was, and I knew that already. But when you believe in yourself, you love yourself in the body you're in, love yourself in the mind that you are in, love yourself in the place that you are in. Believe in what you are capable of, because you are capable of so much more than you'll ever realize. I appreciate all of you. I thank all of you. I guess that's it. Happy Wednesday. Happy smoky toky. Chit-chat on the highly motivated. Okay, thank you everybody. Again, have an amazing night. And all the people that we haven't seen on the show in a long time, we miss you. Come pop in. It was nice to see Nick tonight. Nick, thank you for popping into the show. And I'm sure Goopy Ganji is in Ireland's doing good, and his entire crew. Dolji, I can't do it English because it's Irish. I think that was more Scottish. I can't fucking do Irish right now. I think when I drink, I can do it, or at least I think I can do it, but I can't. So, okay, I'm done. Go, good night. Thank you. Go, good night. Everybody, you're amazing. And have an amazing rest of your week. We'll come back to you on Friday, highly motivated, with the Oraganji family. Okay. Arrivederci. Do svidania. Wiedersehen. Ciao.